Welcome to the Burpee Podcast.
Smoke.
Hell yeah.
Smoke weed.
Smoke every day.
Episode number 113. That's a lot of episodes.
We didn't do anything for 420. The fuck? It's 520.
Oh, they were.
Right
No, we'll do one for episode 420. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Sure, someone out there blazed it.
In 300 years.
Yeah.
We do it.
How many more? Hey, David, do the math. How many more episodes till we get to 420?
Another 6 years until that happens. Probably more, like 6.5 years.
David's doing the math. Hold on, everyone. He's
No, let's
subtracting
get
113
Like
from 420.
26?
I'm
26 episodes to get.
Yeah, fuck it.
I'm sorry. What?
David says only 26 episodes till we get to episode
Oh,
420.
Oh, wow. Yeah, 420. Yeah. We're on episode
Oh, I thought you meant
390.
got to the date 420 again.
No.
Oh,
yeah, 26 more days until we get to 420. The date. Yeah. Wow.
All right, whatever. I'm Adrian. The one with the wonderful math is David.
Angela Lansbury and David need to die.
Gore's here. Back in the stream set. Yep, it's big brain time, David.
Oh man.
Hell yeah.
God damn, that brain's big. Not because he's smart, let me tell you.
Thick brain.
Oh yeah, it's thick, all right.
This is our video game podcast. We talk about video games, news, all that good stuff. We stream live on twitch.tv/depunked every Thursday night. At Backy there in the chat. Just giving David the proper kudos he needs for that math. This goes live on YouTube usually the following day or two afterwards. On youtube.com/depunked and youtube.com/gorethemoviegod. All that good stuff there. Usually this week was an off week for me. I had to finish up some more work stuff, so I had to take a small break. We didn't do Ranksters either, so I just took a week break. We'll come back here soon.
Yep.
Games Gone By did go up, though. That's the Last of Us episode, so check that one out. That's a pretty good episode. Speaking of Games Gone By, that's our monthly book club, or sometimes twice a month, where someone nominates a game, we all play that, and we talk about it. Our current schedule is... do we need an extra week on that, Gord? Did you decide that?
Maybe.
I mean, I've already got it done, so I'm good to go whenever.
Yeah, of course you did. You're a fucking
what was your hours on that?
fucking real piece of shit.
I think
thought you said like 20.
I did 2 runs. In my 2 runs.
Two?
Yeah, I did the normal run through, and I did the.
You need to do
true
way
ending.
more than 2. What the fuck?
Doing the fucking bad ending run throughs. That's a waste of my goddamn time.
Well, you have to get the bad endings to
No,
get the good
you
endings.
don't. That's what Wiki is for.
Oh, what the fuck? You didn't play it right. He cheesed the game. You know, what a cheeser. I
We'll
don't know,
talk more about
in-
that during the episode, but I did a normal run through, and then I did the fucking true end run through.
So he
And that
fucking
was
looked up like
altogether
the
about
right,
like 8-9
looked up
hours.
the right shit. What a fucking.
All right. Well, then.
He looked up a path to see which way is the right way. That's some shit.
Seek the right way.
I'm gonna give him the hands.
Next.
I'll go into more details about that.
Oh,
during
I
the
know you
episode
didn't like
proper,
it. I
but
read your tweet. Piece of shit. Spoilers, didn't like it.
Damn.
It's not that
I
I
don't give a
disliked it.
fuck.
I just
All right. Say it for the
thoroughly
episode.
enjoyed it.
I
It's not that I did
thoroughly enjoy
dislike it. Oh, I thought you said... Okay, whatever.
Yeah, I didn't thoroughly enjoy it. He said.
Okay.
Oh, I heard him.
Well, potentially next week is 999. We might need another week on that. We'll let you guys know.
Yeah, maybe. I haven't even started yet.
Oh, shit. Yeah, probably another week then. You want to just push it a week then?
Yeah, just push a week.
All right. So that'll be... What's the following on that?
These games gone by are just
June
becoming more of
3rd.
a struggle than anything.
June.
So maybe we don't do my in-between game then, just to give.
No, that's fine. That's gonna be like an hour game. So.
Well, no, because mine was like 4 hours. So instead of continuously having things be pushed back, why don't I just get rid of my in-between game? So that way there's a little bit of extra time that can be utilized for the main game proper.
Do you want to put it in the middle of September?
What the fuck else is in September?
You're doing Bloodstained.
You're Bloodstained.
Bloodstained's the much
Bloodstained's
longer
gonna be
game
long.
than Parasite Eve, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Bloodstained's
like
like 20
game.
hours.
Okay, so how about we just
Yeah.
save your game for sometime next season, and you're fine.
Yeah, we'll just get rid of that for now. That's fine.
Okay.
I already got an idea of what I'm doing for next season.
So June 3rd is now 999. June 24th is Parasite Eve. July 29th, Metal Wolf Chaos. August 12th, To the Moon. August 26th, Stardew Valley. And September 30th is Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. That is also on its own separate audio feed and video now. We've been doing that. So like I said, Last of Us is the last one up there. Ranksters, we missed this last week, but we will go back to that the following week. Our Halo stream, we finished up Halo 5. We're starting up Halo Wars 2 this Sunday. That's our final Halo game. And audio podcasts are also on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all that good stuff. Give us a download, give us a like. We appreciate that.
Give us some downvotes.
Give us some downvotes. Crazy Party in the chat says, "What's poppin'?"
What's up, baby?
Sup, baby?
What's poppin'? Popcorn.
Yeah, popcorn with you right now?
No.
Wow.
I know.
All right. Before we start up with everything, we're gonna do our favorite every once in a while. We do this segment is what'd you watch? Because I finished Invincible.
Okay, I didn't watch that.
But what do you mean you didn't? Well, I mean you didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it. No, that was a lie.
When did it finish? It wasn't that a couple weeks ago.
Only a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not too late on that.
2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But David might not want spoilers.
I don't care about spoilers at all. So
yeah, but you need to not be spoiled.
I'll watch it eventually, but I literally don't care about spoilers.
Okay.
Anyway, so then Gore and I did a little watch party. A couple people checked in and out of that one, which was neat. We'll advertise one more in the summer though. We'll do like a cool Friday night one or something. There's a lot of movies I think we could probably watch. And I do want to watch The Boys over the summer too, so that'll be one.
That's a good one.
But yeah, so we watched that. Watched the first 2 episodes, and I just binged the rest because I saw more and more memes popping up of the ending, and I'm like, all right, I better just watch before I get spoiled.
Right.
So what did you think, Gore?
Oh, I thought it was great. Loved it.
Because you went in there, I saw you. I knew Invincible. I've owned the comics for about a year, just never got around to it. And I knew this was coming up there, and I never watched any trailers. So I watched Gore's reaction to it, and Gore went into Invincible pretty pure.
No, I knew the trailer really spoiled that it was gonna get violent.
No, I know that's what I'm saying. Is the trailer reaction?
Oh, you're talking about the trailer? Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, the trailer. Shout out to Sigma for hosting my stream.
Yeah, I didn't know it was gonna be violent, but
yeah, because you went in there, like, this is kind of a neat time, and then all of a sudden,
I knew it wasn't gonna be some kid friendly shit.
Yeah,
but I was expected to be that violent.
Yeah,
pretty violent.
And so that set the tone, and then as we watched it, obviously the the first episode is doesn't make you think that thing until doesn't set the tone until the last 3 minutes of the episode.
Yeah,
which is like a post credits.
Yeah, like mid credit, not even it's 1 second of credits, and then it's just
it's 3 names, and then here's the scene. Yeah,
and it's like Robert Kirkman, and then producers, and it's like, all right, here we go.
It tells you who wrote, who directed, and I think who produced it, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
And then
perfect, because no, it's not quick enough for people to switch to the next episode, and it's long enough for people to think the episode's over. So it's just like, all right, next episode. Oh shit! Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
I wonder if anybody skipped it though. Immediately when it said direct by, all right, skip the next episode. Gotta watch it. And everybody's like, where the fuck are the Guardians of the Galaxy?
Or the Globe.
It's like, of the Globe. It's like, what the fuck? What happened?
Streaming services are pretty good about not they know when to okay, there's nothing left, so you could skip ahead now.
Yeah.
Which is cool. But I loved it. I think
spoilers, by the way.
Yeah, spoilers.
Well, the fact that you gave me a spoiler warning, I imagine that goes to the audience too.
Sure.
Yeah. Just make sure.
I loved it. Shout out to Atbacky for the subscription. Appreciate you. 11 months streak. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I liked it a lot. I think the twist. I know that the twist itself after so many episodes. I mean, being the twist happens in the first episode, and you have to think about it for the whole season. I think it's not the most I guess discreet is a word for it. It's pretty obvious, I guess, what happens, the way everything was.
Sure.
Not that it's a big deal though. Like, you know what happened. The reason why it doesn't really matter is that it happened.
Well, it adds a mystery to why he did it.
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck did he do it?
And I think that was kind of obvious. Maybe that's just me. Like,
well,
because I mean,
sure.
because like when they say like, oh, I came from this planet, and I'm like, no, you didn't. Like,
sure. But you don't know why he did it exactly. You don't know if he was sent there to take over the planet, or he was there. He was sent from the planet just to like make sure nobody else can protect it. He's the only protector or something. Or like I was thinking that. I was thinking like at a certain point it's supposed to be him and his son to take over the planet.
Yeah.
And once his son finally got the superpowers, he kills all the other heroes.
Yeah.
And then
yeah. But yeah, no, everything was so good. I think it has that that Walking Dead factor that sort of left the series after a while, where the first like couple seasons you're just like, oh fuck, anything could really happen. And then it sort of just petered off and started playing it pretty safe. You sort of knew who was up for grabs and who wasn't. And that's kind of what Invincible was, where granted, like the main people there's no deaths, but like the surrounding things of of what could happen is really wild. Let's see, KJ Process can't get the name is it Vitramite out of my head after hearing it a whole bunch.
Vitramite, yeah. That's not the planet, but that's the people he's a part of.
Yeah. But yeah, no, like the things that happen, especially at last episode, I went to reactions all just for the subway scene. Oof.
Yeah, it's good shit.
Everyone's fucking face is
pretty funny.
Horror, yeah.
I wish I laughed.
I laughed.
I would love to be the one guy that laughed. I'd be like,
yay, murder,
yay. I don't know them.
But it's cool because I think all the reactions I got to watch were really all fun. Like, damn, this is really what would happen if Superman was a thing, though. Like,
yeah,
whew.
Yeah. But why did the people explode? I mean, they're just getting hit by somebody. Why did they explode?
Why not?
No, yeah. But why'd they explode? Bad show. 0 10.
But yeah, like when the first piece of gore really hits you, you're like, oh, this is what's gonna happen.
No, you don't want a piece of me.
And then I noticed, I didn't know that was a thing where everyone would just cheer whenever Invincible what the title splash.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
It's all because you're always waiting. Yeah, you're always waiting for it though. You're like, just say it.
Like we need I want someone to say we need Invincible.
Well, no, the one was
they're like waiting for the title card to show up. Like,
they play with that though because it was what episode where he was gonna tell Amber. He's like, I'm in, and then he got the door closed on him.
Yeah,
you're like, fuck. Fantastic show though. It got confirmed for 2 more seasons, and Robert Kirkman also said that if interest is still strong, that he'll extend it past the finale of the comics.
Also, there's a movie supposedly being made.
Ooh,
a live action movie.
It really did well, right? Like it.
Well, no, I think it was already supposed to happen, like before the show came out.
Right, but was the reception of the show really well? Because I know I try to stay away from it.
Yeah, but I mean, the live action movie got announced before the show even came out.
But I'm just curious as to like how people received it, because I know there were reactions everywhere. But I'm like, where people were like all over, like.
Oh yeah, for sure. Okay. People love the comic, so.
Yeah, comics are great.
What you guys talking about this?
Oh. All right, get the fuck out of here. You didn't even need to say anything. Just leave.
Leave.
You fucking pudgy bitch.
Jesus.
Why does he wear pink shirts?
Why not?
He's pudgy. Whatever. It's fine.
He likes pink.
It's fine to me.
What happened to his couch?
Oh no, they took the cushions. IRS. They took everything.
But yeah, the animation itself is not bad. I do love the incorporation with 3D though. That makes it look really cool at certain times.
Yeah, sure.
A lot of the characters are likable. Some are very not likable.
Yeah, well, one in particular.
Yeah, one in particular. Other ones I could understand why no one really cared for them.
Oh, you mean like Amber?
Yeah, I know Struggle Nation fucking hated Amber.
Yeah. I didn't mind her, but she could have dealt with it a little bit better, considering,
Yeah.
He's a superhero. He's helping people.
Yeah. The enemies are all fun.
Yeah.
I love the I love the montage at the end where it showed you how many loose
Yeah.
ends there really were, because there were a lot of loose ends.
Yeah, we got the underground dude. I love that guy.
Yeah.
The Earth guy that shows up in that one episode.
Yep.
And you think he's dead, but nah, man, he's good.
DJ Mudkips says Amber was a true villain of the show.
You know, I liked Amber until she did that, and I was like, I don't know. I didn't hate her, but I was just like, all right, I understand, but I also think she
because she knew too, and it's like you should
overreacted.
kind of get it, you know, like
He's a teenager, whatever. Fucking all these teenagers. Like Invincible at first, Mark was unlikable because all he wanted was fame. It seemed like at first. I was like, whatever. I'm not with him yet. Like because in the beginning, he's like, I want something iconic. I want everybody to look at me and go, yay, Invincible guy. He's cool. And he didn't want to actually save people. Then he like slowly actually wants to help people.
Yeah.
So, Amber was just whatever. It's the girl.
just a girl.
It's obviously leading up to him and Eve getting together, so it's obvious that's leading up to that. Like, there's no way in hell that's not happening. So,
Gore confirmed.
huh?
Gore confirmed. It's gonna be.
Gore
It's gonna
confirmed.
be with
I just said or confirmed. I was like,
or confirmed.
yeah, it's happening. There's no way it's not.
Mark was chasing
But
that cloud.
I heard Amber's way worse in the comics though, because she's like nothing. She's like a blank slate of a character. From what I heard.
I'm gonna read the comics probably this summer now.
I heard she's very like she's just the love interest, the other love interest.
DJ Mudkip says Mark was chasing that clout and then he received the smoke. It's true.
Yeah.
It do be
which is
true
good.
though. All right.
Yeah, that's a humbling moment right there.
It really was.
Fucking beat the shit out of him.
I'm trying to wonder what my next show binge might be.
Castlevania, which I also
I
watched.
think that was.
Yeah, you should be fucking watching Castlevania, man. God damn.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
because they're pretty short
God
too.
damn, what a fucking good season. Gee, what a fucking great show.
I'm so fucking excited to start watching season 4. I'm almost done getting the fiance caught up on season 3.
Are you
season
are,
four,
are you
fucking
three
good.
episodes left?
Are you binging it
Yeah.
like enough to finish by next week or?
No, she doesn't like mass binging. She likes to kind of like take it in chunks.
Oh, that'd kill me.
Yeah.
So
So we bounce
no.
around between multiple shows, and it's like, no, I want to just binge everything straight through. It's like, no, I get tired of just watching the same thing. I kind of want to watch other things in one. It's like, all right, fine.
David Rage.
yeah, fucking Omni-Man over here.
Suplex you through a table.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna probably start watching that this weekend. So
Hell yeah.
We'll get Castlevania
fantastic
done.
fucking series. God
I
And
love
for
the
people
first
wondering,
season.
you don't need to play the games to enjoy the show.
Oh no.
No,
Really don't.
It stands alone on its own. A phenomenal fucking cast. Every season, the animation just gets fucking better and better.
Season 4 animation's fucking
stellar.
insane.
Is it,
And-
dude?
Season 4 is insane.
I really enjoyed season 1. I don't know why I didn't just follow through with it because I actually really like that. That was a straight binge. Like I watched one episode, and I was like,
Season
oh, this
two,
is
it
short.
just gets. I think it gets better. I think season 3, some people don't care for because there's a lot of just like talky stuff, which I love that stuff. But
Agree. The character interactions are part of what makes that show so fucking fantastic.
dude, there's a scene where one of the characters talks to a bug monster, and it's like actually pretty deep. I don't know if you got to that part yet, but did you watch season 3 or are you just rewatching
Yeah, I've
it with
already
her?
seen
Okay,
the series through already.
Okay, yeah, the first 3. So
Yeah, so I know exactly which one you're talking about there.
okay,
But yeah, no, there's just so much fucking depth to the show. It's such gorgeous fucking animation. The characters are just fantastic, and goddamn, that voice acting is fucking buttery smooth. Not a single bad voice amongst the cast. Holy shit.
no, everybody's great, and you got some big names, but a lot of them are pretty small names for the most part.
Hey, apparently he's gonna need to binge the whole
they're-
series. It seems. I think you should.
Yeah, you
Oh,
should.
yeah, you
Good.
should.
It's only 32 episodes altogether, so that's every season. The first season's is a glorified movie, pretty much. It's like 4 episodes, and they're all 20-something minutes long. So,
All right.
I recommend binging it for sure.
Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna do it this weekend. All right, boys.
Boy.
Boys. Gore, what'd you play this week?
All right, I finished 4 games this week.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit! I beat
Well,
4 games.
Technically, we're tied, but
Oh yeah, how many did you beat this week?
4, but technically one of them is not a game you feat. It's kind of like an arcadey game, so you're just going for a high score. So that's why I'm like, technically you beat me by 1, but
Okay. Well, anyway, I beat 4 games. Actually beat 4 games. To be fair though, I also these are all games I was really close to beating since last week. So, well, not all of them. One of them I started this week and ended this week. But the games I finally finished. I finished New Pokemon Snap. I already said my piece on that game. Nothing has changed since last week.
yeah, no,
it's a monotonous grind. It's okay. I had some fun. I couldn't play it any longer than 30 minutes at a time though, and I actually forced myself earlier to get rid of the rest of it. So I did the last Illumina fucking Pokemon, and I did the cave and all that shit. It was, dude, the cave is like the worst. It's so boring. It's just like,
it is such a
that's the worst one.
Right, let me sit for 3 minutes and maybe get like 2 pictures that are okay, and
because they're all far away and shit. I know once you start leveling up, then they'll be closer and there'll be more Pokemon. But it's like in the beginning, you have to go through it twice. For me, I had to do it twice because I couldn't get any good pictures because they're all far away or they're obscured and shit. I'm like, and it also looks, it's all dour and shit. I'm like, I like the lush jungles. They actually look fun, nice.
Yeah, the Lumina Pokemon drag the game down the most.
Oh, yeah,
absolutely. Sure. The levels are way too fucking long. You got to do these weird mini games to even be able to take pictures of most of them.
The Steelix one was the worst. I hated that one. Trying to lure him out of a hole with a fucking fruit so I could keep throwing the fucking the Illumina orbs at him, and then it was easy. It was just so stupid. It was a dumbass idea. At least the fire one, whatever the fucking one where there's 2 of them, that one was like, okay, just aim and throw the apple. This one makes sense, but this one was like there's holes and you like throw an apple at a hole, and then he'll come out sometimes. And you throw fucking Illumina orbs. I got through it the second time I went through. It was just like such a stupid idea. I hated it.
No, for me this School of Fish Pokemon there, where the fuck it's called.
Like, yeah.
That one I had to do a couple times because it took me a while to realize what the fuck I needed to do.
I did it the first time, but I didn't know if I was doing it correctly until at the end where I was like, they said like, great job. I was like, oh, I guess I did it. Because usually they'll either say like, all right, come back. Like they'll sound disappointed. Be like, oh, I fucked up, I guess. But they're like, oh, great job. I was like, oh, I guess I did it. Because I couldn't ever tell if I 100% made them illuminated, because when you hit them once with illumination or whatever, they'll look kind of glowy, but I guess there's a certain point where they look even more glowy, and I don't know, maybe I just wasn't paying attention enough to really notice the difference, because they always look like really glowy all the time. I don't know, fuck it. I wish everything was like the first one with not Bayleaf, the evolution of Bayleaf. Isn't the evolution of Bailey?
Yeah, it is.
Mega Boy, wherever.
Meganium or some shit like
Meganium.
that. Yeah.
It's Meganium.
Meganium,
I wish they were all like that, where it's just like, oh, you take a picture of a Pokemon frolicking. I'm like, oh, cool. And you have to like that one it's simple, but it's kind of fun because you get to see this thing just roam around, and you have to wait until it does things, and you can maybe interact. I wish it was just like the rest of the fucking game is what I'm trying to say. Not like it's boss battles. That's pretty much what it's trying to do. It's like you have to defeat this Pokemon by throwing an apple at him and take a picture. I'm like, fuck. Can I just take the picture and not worry about it?
Because if it was like the original Snap where there was a lot more interactivity with it, then that would feel warranted almost for that kind of thing. But there's nothing else really like it throughout most of the fucking new Snap. And I don't know. The game was okay. It's fine. It's harmless. Good. But it's not great, and especially considering what the original Pokemon Snap kind of means to the community and what it is as its own standalone game, it feels like a disappointing follow-up.
Yeah, it was pretty disappointing. It's still fun enough for me to say I liked it, I guess, but like, I think the earlier stages were the best. I like the jungle stage. The beach stage actually is a little bit further into the game, but that one's good. Just anything that's like nice and clear and vibrant, and everybody, all the Pokemon are doing fucking fun things. I'm like, oh, that's fun. But everything else I didn't like. Anything that was undersea and murky and shit, I was like, I don't want to do this. Like,
agreed. The underwater ones were some of the more dull
there's like
ones,
3 of
just
them.
because and Again, it's a fine game if you want something just to kind of vibe to, relax with. Okay, fine. You know, there are worse things you could spend your money on, but at the same time, I feel like there's also better options out there. You know, get yourself fucking Animal Crossing or some other game where you can actually feel like you're making some kind of a achievement or accomplishment in the game. Whereas this is just the most menial task of just wait, take pictures, and occasionally maybe interact with the environment for different kinds of pictures you can get.
Exactly. It was fun, but I'd wait for it to be on sale, which will never happen because it's a Pokemon game on the Switch. So, Pokken Tournament came out 4 years ago. It's still $50 game. So, and that's not even just like this is not a mainline fucking Pokemon game. So, good luck finding it for sale. But I guess if you really want a Pokemon Snap game right now and you don't have N64, then I guess get it. I mean, if you really love Pokemon Snap, you'll probably like this game. But I don't think it's great. All right, so I finished that. I'm glad because I'm done with it. I also finished Resident Evil Village, which is great. Continuing the Redfield Bloodline. Great stuff. Really great game. I will say that at the end it does drag a little bit, which is kind of the same problem I have with Resident Evil 7. On my first playthrough of Resident Evil 7. After, like, when I did the second and third playthrough for Resident Evil 7, the last part didn't bother me so much because I knew what to do so I could get through it really quickly. But this one, I was just like, all right, it was dragging a little bit. There's a part in a factory at the end that's just like, okay, I mean, I liked it, but it went on too long, like, comparatively to all the other sections. But, especially the second section, which is the most terrifying fucking part of the game. Yeah, it was good. I really liked it, and I'm actually I finished it yesterday. And I was like, you know what? I think I'm good. I'll probably replay it later. And then like later that day, I was like, I feel like playing it now. So I just like loaded the New Game Plus up, and I have all my weapons and all my upgrades. And it was like really cool, like experiencing the beginning of that game where you're getting your ass beat with a different perspective, with a fucking giant arsenal of weapons. It's definitely more action based. There is a section towards the end which I won't spoil that is fucking ridiculous. But actually, there's two sections.
Kind of Resident Evil 6-ish almost.
Oh yeah, for sure. Okay. I mean, it's still fun. Don't get me wrong. Like it's not Resident Evil 6 where like the gameplay gets tedious and it's like way too much insane shit in Resident Evil 6 where like everything's insane. So it's just like, all right, well, I don't even know what's sane anymore. But this game is great. It has some weird moments. The story I actually liked. I really liked the ending. I know some people didn't care for it, but actually I'm really excited for what they'll do with the story from here on. But we'll see. But anyway, I really enjoyed it. Oh, I also played Mercenaries. Mercenaries is fun. It's just
is it?
Yeah, it's good.
Nice.
One thing I didn't know about Mercenaries, you actually have to at the end of the game, you get these challenge points so you can unlock the infinite ammo and stuff like that. But you actually still have to pay for the Mercenaries mode. It ends up not really, with the points you get for like completing certain challenges in the game. It ends up not really mattering because you have plenty of points anyway. But I thought it was weird. I was like, oh, what? Well, if I suck so bad I didn't get a single fucking challenge point? That'd be fucked. There's no possible way you could do that though, because I think just beating the game you get a challenge points. I do wish the Mercenaries was available before. It would spoil.
Yeah, it's weird to kind of like hide it behind something.
I think that was the thing in Resident Evil 4, right? You couldn't play it until you get you beat the game, right? Or am I wrong?
I think Resident Evil 2 you couldn't until you beat the game
3.
first.
I think 3 was the one you couldn't. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure 3 is the one that like you had to beat the game to get Mercenaries. I might be wrong. Look it up. You might be right too.
I was gonna say it may have been both, honestly.
Maybe
about it.
They came
I think
out
5 may have been the only one where out of the gate you just had access to it.
Yeah,
I tweeted it.
5. Huh?
I tweeted it that I mean I can't see on the you can't see on the camera on this here, but I still have my Resident Evil 8 collection unopened.
Yeah, I saw that.
And those things really jumped up in price, brand new.
Yeah, they're selling for around 300, 350.
Yeah, I saw a couple.
That's what
I saw a couple for 400. So I'm like, all right, well, maybe.
I just saw one sell for like I think 310.
It might be dropping a little bit.
Keep an eye on it.
Yeah, but I
would wait honestly because Resident Evil 3 like pre-owned and Resident Evil 2 the collector's editions for both of those pre-owned, both of them sell for around that price and that's pre-owned. So.
Yeah, so I'm probably gonna keep it boxed.
I'd wait honestly maybe. And even the Chris statue is awesome. Did I ever show the Chris statue?
Yeah,
It's really cool.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm not.
See it. It's like right around here somewhere.
Yeah, I'm not invested enough to.
You can't see it.
I'm not invested enough to be too into that. I would be if I had the trio of statues. But I'm not. And
I hope the next game gives us a Claire statue. Like, come on.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, because we have Jill, Leon, fucking Chris. I need Claire.
So I'm probably gonna.
Or Wesker.
What about Barry?
Yo. Oh, Barry would be cool. Wesker? Yo.
Wesker would be.
Wesker would be
Man, I can't wait for Wesker to come back.
They'll do Code Veronica. Code Veronica's coming. They're gonna do it.
But I'll probably end up just buying myself a copy and just keeping that thing sealed. I know it jump up in price that high.
Yeah, wait a little while.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sell it right now, but yeah.
Yeah.
What else?
Who knows? Watch is gonna be like fucking remember the Halo 5 Guardians Collector's Edition where like at least over here in my Best Buy there would be stacks of them, and that's a giant fucking collector's edition. So it's like a whole area of my Best Buy had like maybe 8 of them, and it's just like this giant mountain of Halo 5 collector's editions, and no one was buying them. I was like, oh, all right, well, it's gonna be that.
What else did you beat?
All right, I also beat I finished a game called What Comes After, I think it's called. Really nice little game. I think it's on sale right now on Switch. It was recently.
Isn't the full name What Comes After the Rapture?
No, you're thinking everybody's gone to the Rapture.
Everybody's gone to the Rapture. No, fuck that. I saw a playthrough for that game. It looked like the most pretentious piece of shit ever.
I thought I just bought that. Is it like $2 right now?
No, it's like $4, I think. I was gonna buy it when it first came out, like a month ago, but I didn't, and then it was on sale. I think right now it might not be on sale anymore, but I think it was like on sale for like $4.50 or something.
Did I also mention, by the way, I forgot. Sorry to go back for a second. Vesperidon said Mercenaries was awesome. I think.
Mercenaries is really good so far. The only problem I have with Mercenaries right now is that like I just finished Resident Evil 8 story, so I jumped into that, and it just felt odd because like there's a ton of enemies. Like it throws them all at you, and you start off with a pistol. So trying to fight some of those enemies with just a pistol is, I don't know.
But the real question is, did they bring Tofu back?
No, I didn't see Tofu yet. Maybe he might come back. He's in Resident Evil 2 remake, so at least I have that.
All right, what comes after?
Anyway, What Comes After is a really nice little game. It's an hour long. I recommend it. It's just about a girl. She's depressed. She wakes up on a train filled with dead people going to the afterlife.
Take the midnight train.
Talks to all the people. Sure. Going anywhere. And she talks to all these people, and that's pretty much it. It's just a side scroller where you just talk to these people, and they talk about like their life and how they died. And then she realizes, oh, my life isn't so bad. And that's actually I just explained the entire story. So there you go. That's it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's a synopsis of the game too. So I mean, that is the entire story. So no twists in that game, but it was nice. I like the art style. So and it's from the makers of Coffee Talk. I thought you would know that because you're a fan.
Right.
I thought you were a fan, Adrian.
I'm a fan of the game. I don't know the company that well.
You hate the studio though. He hates them.
Yeah.
He hates them with a fucking passion. I like the game though. I hate the piece of shit
sell their
that made
children
it.
to the black market.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm a pirate. Anyway, the last game.
Black market.
Hell yeah. The last game I finished was finally, I did it after 14 years of it being out.
You got laid.
14 years of me being out, I finally got laid. I finally finished Mass Effect 1.
Hell yeah.
What a game. Let me tell you. What a great remaster. They did a great job because that was actually fun to play. So congratulations, BioWare.
Fun to play.
No. It's not. I've tried it multiple times in the past and it was not fun to play. I tried it once this time and I played the whole thing. So now, to be fair, I didn't rush through it, but I didn't do every single side mission. I knew like I wanted to get to 2 and 3. But I still wanted to experience the story of 1. I was actually surprised by how little there was in the story of Mass Effect 1. Because there's only 4 main missions and then there's a final main mission and that's it. I was like,
yeah, it's a pretty.
Wow.
If you don't do any of the side content, it's a pretty clean experience.
Yeah, I did a good amount of the side stuff. I just did do I didn't 100% it, but I think I feel like I did a fair amount. I probably did maybe maybe, I don't know, I should have counted maybe like 13, 14 side quests. Which I think is fair. You know, like I'm not gonna do all this shit. Like, and some of them were just like,
oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say the same thing you're probably gonna say, is that a lot of them were just like, go get the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like the loyalty missions in this game, which aren't really loyalty missions, they're just like, Rex says, "Hey, my armor piece from my family. Can we get it?" I'm like, "All right." And I get it. He's like, "Thanks." I'm like, all right. He'll mention it later, like he'll be a little bit more chummy with you later because you did it. But I mean, the whole story, like the loyalty missions in Mass Effect 2 are amazing. Because you get to learn about the characters, you get to fucking buddy with them. Sometimes you get to do a little bit more if you say the right things, you know. And in this one, it's like when you do a mission, you do the Garrus one. It's like, that's them, and you shoot the guy, and he's like, "Thanks, Shepard." All right, let's go home. Like some of the side missions were really good though. But for the most part, the ones I played were kind of go do the thing. All right, you did it. Good job.
Yeah. You did it right.
But it was the gunplay was fun. I enjoyed it. I went with, I never did this in Mass Effect 2 and 3. I went with like a full-on pistol. Just that was my gun. I upgraded the pistol. Pistol felt good. I got a pistol with toxic damage, so every time I shot a motherfucker in the head, they're pretty much dead. They evaporated. That was fun. And you know, I actually liked the loot. I thought, like, because Mass Effect 2 and 3 doesn't really have loot. I mean, it has guns, but it's not like the same thing at all.
No, it's not the same thing at all.
No, not even
Mass
close.
Effect 1 feels the most like an actual RPG.
Oh, for sure. I actually enjoyed. I didn't switch it to the old Mako, whatever you want to call it, Mako controls. I remember them being really annoying when I played originally. I don't think I played enough to really hate it or when it first came out, but I remember being really annoyed. But I did switch it back to the old controls. But the new controls, it's just it controls like a warthog. That's pretty much the new controls. And it's good. But overall, I liked it. But I did start Mass Effect 2 yesterday. I'm about just an hour in. So
that intro though.
Yeah, intro's pretty good. And it looks nice.
Nice.
It looks nice. They did a good job.
You hear they're contemplating bringing the multiplayer back?
Multiplayer back? Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, yeah.
And Mass Effect 1 looks really good, though. I have to give huge shout-outs to BioWare for actually giving a shit for this remaster. There's been some good remasters coming out. Nier Replicant was a great remaster. This one was a great remaster. I mean, that's it. But I'm sure, you know, there's probably a lot more. There's probably a lot more I'm forgetting about. But, yeah. Anyway, that's it. That's all I played.
Shit.
David?
Good shit.
Okay, so I've actually been playing a lot of games. Mostly because
I've games I heard.
Hell yeah, at least. I've been playing a total of 5 games this past week.
Wow.
So I finished up a lot of games. So first game I finished up, Knights of Pen and Paper. Apparently that fight I've been stuck on for a while was the last boss of the game. So finally just ended up grinding my way to be able to fucking beat that fight. Would not recommend playing that game without a tank in your party. That was a very painful experience at end game and was way too fucking time consuming. Okay game, would never play again.
I feel like he says that a lot.
Well, no, here's the thing. Like, a lot of what Pen and Paper, I feel like I should be the target audience for Knights of Pen and Paper. It's very tongue-in-cheek about kind of tabletop RPGs. It's very kind of, you know, hey, let's go ahead and play with the tropes and actively call out a lot of stuff of, like, Japanese RPGs and Western RPGs and a lot of just basically, whether it's video game or tabletop, playing with a lot of kind of RPG tropes and making a lot of callbacks, but it's done in almost like a you get it kind of way where it either hits you over the head with it where it's like, yeah, I get the joke, it's not funny, but I fucking get it, or it's just that's all the substance is in a lot of ways, or it doesn't go far enough with it. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but like the game does like dice rolls to kind of determine things, and which, I mean, granted, most RPGs do dice rolls as just part of the code in the background you don't see, but this actively puts it in front of you, so you kind of feel like you have the tabletop experience. And character creation is even just, you know, all right, you're like a tabletop, you know, you have your character, you have your class, you move on. But a lot of kind of like tabletop feeling gets lost beyond that point, and it does feel more like, all right, just regular video game RPGs. And again, it makes a lot of callbacks and tropes. I mean, some of the enemies in the games are just outright Masingo from fucking Pokemon. Or, hey, the Chromatic Dragons from
I call him Missing, though. I don't call him Missingo. Come on, man.
Hell yeah.
Missing, no. Don't say hell yeah. I'm disagreeing with you.
Fair enough. All right. I mean, fair. It is missing number, but still.
Yeah.
Masingo.
But,
This is fucking like a Tekken fighter or some
Masingo.
shit.
Masingo sounds like a really shitty like web browser.
No, it's no. I doesn't say it sounds like a Tekken fighter or something.
or like a search
Masingo.
engine. Yeah. Masingo.
What'd you call Ikaruga again?
Slingo. I remember it's like a Ikaruga.
I always heard it as Ikaruga back in the day. All right.
I remember that. Every time I've heard it pronounced, it's been Ikaruga.
I've never heard the way.
Always heard it as Ikaruga.
Yeah, it took me like I remember when he said that. I was like, what the fuck is a Ikaruga? And I was like, oh, you mean a
Crazy Pepperoni, isn't that the guy, Cactus guy from Marvel's Capcom? No, it's a Mingo. But also a great character.
What happened to your cushions, by the way?
They're being lost right now.
Sold them.
That's why there's also a steam cleaner right there. Is because I was working on doing some spring cleaning, so I just took everything down.
It's summer.
Yeah. No, it's spring. Fuck you.
No, it's summer. Fuck you. It's
You're
hot
summer.
as shit.
Shut up.
It's hot. I went outside and a fucking in a flower was sweating. That's how you know it's hot.
I mean, I'm fucking sweating. It's like 80
at that.
degrees here, and I hate it. But
when does E3 start again?
Next
Never.
month.
It's canceled. No,
I know next month.
It's like I think June 10th around there. That's usually when they do it.
Oh yeah,
Well,
shit. I
let's
gotta
see.
take the time off.
Well, we have to figure out what the fucking. It's always on the weekends when it usually starts, right? So I'd say probably June...
EA Play starts like that Saturday, and then
12th. I'd say
Microsoft does their thing on Sunday.
Yeah, so 12th, 13th, and 14th. I'd assume it.
You could skip Saturday.
Yeah.
Why was Saturday?
EA.
It's EA, most likely.
Yeah.
If they're even doing one. Did they say they're doing one?
Yeah.
They're part of the summer game stuff.
Yeah, no, EA Play has been confirmed to return.
Yeah. Yay.
Yay.
So excited.
Anyway, what else you play?
Go Burnout, cowards. Show
Hell
Skate
yeah.
4. Show at least something for Skate 4.
Burnout 3 Takedown Remastered.
Yeah, no, come on. Burnout Paradise again. No,
I don't even mind Paradise.
A Series X, how about PS5 update for Burnout Paradise?
Sure.
How about Burnout 2 only? Burnout 2 is great. That's a very underrated game.
Crazy says Ubisoft is doing another one. Ubisoft will be there. I think pretty much everyone's there except for.
I'm sure they're gonna show Prince of Persia and it's gonna look better this time. At least better.
Hopefully.
They're
gonna show Beyond Good and Evil 2. They're gonna show Beyond Good and Evil 2.
It's gonna be a free to play online.
Oh no, we already knew it was gonna be online. I don't know why you keep saying it like it's not. It wasn't already.
No, like not even that. I'm trying to think of like what I would call it. Like
it'll be Destiny. It'll just be a looter shooter.
They'll scrap it and they'll add Paige and Tom Clancy's Elite Squad.
Yeah, they'll wait. I'm sorry. I forgot Elite Squad even existed.
Sam Fisher and Watch Dogs. That's a thing.
Sam Fisher.
That's a thing already, isn't it?
No, he was in Ghost Recon.
Yeah,
it was actually really cool because they got the original voice actor and everything. It was
then he was in Siege.
He made a reference to Snake from Metal Gear Solid, which was nice.
And then Siege, right, Gore, right?
Yeah, Siege.
All right, David. What else you play?
Oh, what do you look like, Chris Redfield? You mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
You look more like Chris Redfield than fucking Chris Redfield did in.
What if Sam Fisher comes to Fortnite?
He will. I don't even know why you're fucking asking this. And then every kid will be like, "Who's Sam Fisher?" Just like they say for every fucking character that shows up in Fortnite, unless it's a PewDiePie or a Ninja
or Travis Scott
or Travis Scott. I know Travis Scott. He sings or something. I don't know. I think he does, right? He's a singer.
He's a rapper.
He sings. What the fuck?
David.
Just because rappers are more angry doesn't mean it's not singing.
Rappers are more angry.
Have you heard rap? They sound really angry about things. You need to calm it down.
Oh no,
Mighty
Mighty Milestones released a song that shows how angry they are about stuff.
Gore, have you heard of Eminem?
You ever heard of Eminem? He wants to beat his wife or something. I'm like, whoa, calm it down.
Calm it down. I heard this one song by this guy called Eminem.
Venom.
That's right. Venom. That's right. Someone discovered Eminem from Venom. You know that's just somewhere out there.
Knock. It's like, calm down. I'm sure a bunch of kids did because I know kids love Venom. And that's not even a joke. They do. And which is weird because Venom's kind of scary. Like as a kid, I'd be like, "Oh no, Venom, don't hurt me."
Oh no, Venom.
Oh no. You see his mouth? Jesus, he looks like a nightmare. Like, what the fuck?
What that mouth do?
Yeah, I don't want to know what that mouth do.
Knock the devil in. All right, David.
No, let him out.
All right. So as alluded to earlier, I also finished 999. We'll talk in depth about it during the podcast, but I am 50-50 on the game. There's a lot of things I like.
I thought that was
There's a lot of things I hated.
Yeah.
I'm actually, honestly, though, after reading the wiki, I'm far more excited to play the sequels than I am 999 itself.
Okay.
There's a lot of story elements that get introduced with the sequels.
VLR is fucking incredible.
That's interesting. That's why
it's just unfortunate you didn't like this.
The one where I'm like,
it's also unfortunate that he spoiled himself for the next couple games.
He doesn't care, literally. Like
I don't care. That's not. But this is the thing. I can't help but assume that something. I have a fly buzz around me. Fuck off. I can only assume that
buzz off
when he doesn't like VLR or fucking Zero Time Dilemma. It's because he got spoiled. He spoiled himself.
I already know. I'm gonna like those
I know,
games.
but I cannot assume that. I can't. I'm sorry. You spoil it for yourself by reading it, and now like things that you know are gonna happen might not have the same impact than if you didn't know they already were gonna happen. There's things in Zero Time Dilemma that when it happened, I was like, I put my PSV down. I was like, no, I had to take a break.
Here has always been my philosophy on spoilers. The destination should never matter. Should always be the journey. If what leads you to that point is genuinely good, it shouldn't matter if you know about it beforehand. It should be just as impactful.
Sure. But I think the destination doesn't need to be fucking spoiled ahead of time still. Like, the destination can still be great, and also the journey can be amazing, too. Why can't both of them be great and unspoiled? I don't understand. Why'd you spoil it? I don't get it. I don't understand.
Okay, you want to know the reason why I spoiled it for myself?
Because fuck you.
Fuck you. So you can get angry, fat boy.
If you said that, that'd be funny.
So, okay, minor thing before we go into games gone by. This is the reason why I spoiled some things for myself for this fucking game. Is because I played through the normal route, and then I played through the end route, and then by the end of it, I was like, who the fuck is Lotus? I still don't know who this bitch is. Why should I care about her? And then I realized, hey, I have to go through one of the bad endings to get any real information about her.
Yeah.
That's fucking dumb. And then after I spoiled that part for myself, I'm like, wait, what's this about a cult? And then I write down that information. I'm like, what the fuck is that not in this game?
Well,
it was fascinating.
Well, the game is built to be completely to finish all the endings.
Yeah, you have to. You usually, I mean, you don't get the real endings. You finish it.
That is outright fucking dumb.
It's part of the game, though. It's like literally like it's
it's
like Nier.
Fucking rant about the bullshit with that. We'll have a huge rant in Games Gone By.
It's like Nier, though.
No, it is not at all like Nier. You do not need to get the bad endings or the joke endings to get the full fucking narrative of the story.
It's not joke endings.
Only need the main fucking endings to get the full narrative.
But
the side endings are literally either jokes or just to be like, wouldn't that be crazy? You literally get nothing in the main narrative from playing the normal story and through playing the true ending about Lotus's character and backstory. You get nothing. You only get details about her if you do the submarine ending.
Yeah, because
which is one of the bad endings.
But that's the point. We will get more into it on that episode. But
yeah, because honestly, I don't remember everything about the game.
My whole point though is that the normal story and the true ending should give you everything you need to know about the characters and give a shit about them.
Yeah, but
the fact that there is an entire character storyline missing from the normal story and the ending story, the true end of it. So the story that builds into it and gives you the explanation for why the true ending exists, and then the true ending proper, shows me that she's a character that did not need to exist and contributes very little beyond the 2 interactions she has in those stories.
Sure, like you could think that you could think and I have to beat it too to go back and remember everything. But I think the whole point of Zero Escape and mind you, this is for the entire series, is it's a tree branch which has to be discovered in multiple different realities and kind of like understand all that stuff going.
Well, okay, and the next 2 games make it very clear on what you're supposed to do when it comes to branches. So. Especially the third one.
Maybe that's me talking about it in retrospect. Because remember, I played.
You also played the one that I think gives you. I think it gives you a tree. the novel version, doesn't it?
No, yeah, you go.
I think it gives you a flowchart, right? Doesn't
it gives you a flowchart. Yeah.
Yeah, the original release does not give you that.
Yeah, so
the PS4 release does.
Oh, it does? Okay, the DS game does not.
Yeah, it gives you the flowchart on the PlayStation 4. But maybe it's me saying it in hindsight. But the series has always been a branch. Like it's just it's a tree, and you got to go through every branch to sort of get, okay, well, you know, if you hung out with this person on this day, they wouldn't have told that story any other day other than they were feeling it. That's what I'm saying. And we'll talk more about that.
Yeah,
when
I'll definitely say it, because that leads into another thing that I fucking loathe about this game, which I'll go into about that. But again, high level, there is a lot of things I liked about it, and I don't want this to come off as, oh, I fucking hated it. So I as much as there are things I fucking hate about this game, there's things I quite enjoy. Some of the character interactions, phenomenal. Some of the character stories, interesting. There is a lot to enjoy. And also, just a real quick side thing, the fucking mood and atmosphere with the audio tones, fantastic.
Oh, wait till next game.
Something that does phenomenally well that is overlooked in a lot of games is fantastic use of quiet. So many games just overuse music or sound effects. 999, it has a fantastic use of just quiet and silence and letting the atmosphere take
there's motifs that you use throughout, but man, the two things that made me nostalgic immediately, and again, I only played the fucking novel version, but it's the start save where it does a doot, like, I don't know how to make that noise, but you know, where it basically a little boop, like that was like, oh yeah, sure. I remember that noise. And then the piano keys whenever you start a puzzle, do. I'm like, yeah, we're in this. That's unfortunate. I mean, I thought this was 100% been a home run for you, but we'll talk. We'll talk
about it. Oh well, I want to.
No, I'm talking for David.
Yeah,
we'll take it.
Yeah, I'll save the rest of my thoughts for later.
No, I'll just wait.
No, I was just telling David to save his thoughts.
No, we gotta move on.
Do we?
We'll talk about it in 2 weeks.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
So then, yeah,
it all right now.
Fuck it.
Yeah. So then the next game I finished, Halo 5. Adrian and I finished that fight. So we are now done all the FPS Halo games.
That was a longer game than fucking. I remember that.
Well, you're playing with this guy.
Listen,
dude,
we also played on normal.
We played on normal also.
No, that's what I'm saying is we played on normal, but David and I played on heroic, so maybe that was just not used to. Because we died more than I expected on there.
You two suck. That's why.
But
you ever think of that?
A lot of that stuff was all. Like it was a lot. I'm gonna have to go. I want to watch the playthrough. See how we. I also don't think they scaled it properly, probably because there were some parts where Dave and I were like, I remember like the one for fucking Halo 5 was a fucking, I don't remember a goddamn thing that happened in that game. Literally, I remember. Aside from like 2 or 3 things,
well, you know why we don't? Is because we weren't listening to the story at all. We checked the fuck out, which I know because I got shit for that playthrough because everyone's like, you fucking even pay attention to the story. I'm like, yeah, you're right.
There's not much story
so we'll have to figure out.
No, there's a lot of story. It's just none of it's interesting.
Yeah, so hopefully that changes for Infinite, and we'll actually pay attention because
I hope it does.
But
I really do.
I don't remember.
Like Halo and Halo 4 and 5 were uninteresting.
But not even that. I just don't remember any of the gameplay. I don't remember fucking. The only 2 things I remember was the fucking fight between Locke and Chief, and the Warden fight where there was like 1,000 of them, and then Cortana brings them down to 3. That's all I fucking remember. I don't remember a single goddamn thing other than that.
Pretty much every segment is just go through a thing and then fight the fucking mini boss, and that's pretty much it. That's all I remember. Is like every fucking stage was there was no memorable set pieces in the game. There's memorable cutscenes, but no set pieces.
The memorable one I thought would have been memorable is when you're running down the fucking Guardian, but even then I was like, oh, I fucking vaguely remember this.
You have to finish the fight, right?
Like right before then.
No, right after this part. I don't know, David. Have you ever seen us finishing the fight in Halo 5?
No.
No? I should show it to you later. It's really good.
The ammo was a lot more scarce than I thought I remembered, because I remember I had to like constantly be switching guns. It wasn't ever just a time I was able to keep a gun if I wanted. But yeah, for whatever reason, that game took longer than it was. But yeah, David, we kind of went over it very briefly. But
easily the worst Halo game by far.
Gameplay wise was slick.
With the asterisk of looking at it strictly from like a story perspective and a single/co-op, not putting the multiplayer aspect into it at all. Just from a story perspective, worst fucking Halo game. Absolutely. It's fucking wild to me that elements of the game can be considered story chapters that are literally you walk up, you talk to an NPC, and that's the chapter. And that happened 3 fucking times in that game. You couldn't even been asked to make a cutscene and call that a chapter. I had to walk over, talk to an NPC, get a bit of dialogue, and then you gave me the chapter complete message. Fuck you, game.
They level designed this entire fucking thing only for you to walk about 2 meters in and then walk right back out as if you're gonna fucking explore or some shit. David, even though I know Gore and I mentioned that multiple times, I guess David just didn't believe us because when it happened, I was like, "Cool, mission done." David goes, "Huh? Oh shit."
Yeah, because I'm like, no, I don't fucking believe that for a second. And then all of a sudden, I see the ding on my computer because I always get the achievements on my computer faster than the Xbox.
Yeah, me too. I did too.
And it's like, hey, you went ahead and you completed a chapter. What the fuck? What do you mean I completed a chapter? I talked to an NPC. That's all I did.
Yeah.
What do you mean I beat a chapter?
You beat a chapter.
So yeah, laziest fucking Halo game.
You did like the only one thing you liked was
the campaign. The multiplayer is great.
Multiplayer is great.
Again, that's what I'm saying. Is I'm not talking at all about multiplayer. I am just talking from single player.
The only thing I remember you liking was that there was kind of a little piece of interesting writing with the AIs, but even then, that was like that was at the very end. That was the very end.
Yeah, because they don't do anything with it because we get a whole town that's run by an AI that we learn towards the end. Cortana helped to save. And it's like, okay, that's a cool little nugget. And then there's that gray area of Cortana's kind of going a bit evil. She can see she is giving AI a second chance, and a lot of these AI that are teaming up with her. Again, just suddenly out of the blue and thrown at the end of like, oh yeah, we're with Cortana, why not? There's an interesting story there to be had that fucking nothing is done.
Oh yeah, it's also like the last like hour and a half of the game.
But that's what I mean, is like that I feel is more like some of the elements that would have been made for a more interesting Halo 5 than what we fucking got.
Right. And Gore, because the stream ran later than we thought it would, the beginning, if anyone's interested too, on Sunday we'll stream this Sunday night. I'm gonna walk David to make him even more upset. We're gonna show him the marketing material for Halo 5.
Oh yeah.
The marketing was really good, and there's a reason why people were even more disappointed in the fucking game.
Yeah, it was a lie.
It was definitely a lie.
It was a lie.
So we're gonna through a stream of that on Sunday. We'll go through that. But yeah, David, didn't really care for it, but the gameplay itself was slick. I think there was a lot of
the gunplay was good. Graphically, it's good. There are interesting elements to it. Like Adrian mentioned, one of the standout things is Locke versus Master Chef there. I fucking love that confrontation. Otherwise than that, there was a lot that was started to kind of be nuggets of something interesting. You know, the whole confrontation with Cortana and Chief of, you know, do you trust me? I just had to test that. And there's so many little elements where it's like, you have good writing somewhere in here. Somewhere in this fucking mess that you gave me is a good story and something that could be interesting to follow. And this is fucking shit. And it's frustrating because Halo 4 started. Okay, I'll admit, ODST is probably now my second least favorite story because Halo 5 exists. But beyond that, like, I get, you know, there was Reach and then we got Halo 4. And Reach had some big fucking shoes to fill. Or Halo 4 had some big fucking shoes to fill after what happened with Reach. I'm willing to cut some slack. And also, I thought 4 had some interesting ideas. I like the new enemies. I liked some of the concepts that were introduced, and knowing that, well, Halo 5 is going to build off of that, there's a lot of leeway I gave 4, but seeing what it turned into is just kind of an insult. And granted, I am also really glad I was not a Halo fan proper, like I grew with these games like a lot of people did, because I'd be even more pissed, because holy fuck, there's so much in the series that if I had to fucking wait and deal with this shit like a lot of you guys did, I would have been fucking even more rip shit than I am now. But playing it all back to back like we have is a very weird thing because it's like speed running a legacy and going through the same emotions without that same baggage that a lot of people had back then. So I feel if anything, it really is a true testament to the original games that Bungie made. They did good. Were they perfect games? No. Were they?
All right, hold on. What the fuck are you laughing at? I got it. You've been
I'm watching the finish the fight video.
Well,
it's hard and you're laughing.
David was like talking about this.
I'm on low. I hear what he's saying.
Yeah.
He's talking about Halo, I think.
We'll show you
about how much they fucked up Halo 5. He's like going through the past of the things he likes.
And we'll watch it after we're done streaming.
Okay.
No. So that's one of those things to kind of speed run the legacy of Halo like that has been a wild experience, and we still have Halo Wars 2 to finish.
You're done with the Chief story right now, though.
Yeah, I'm done with Chief story. And I'm excited for Halo Wars 2. I mean, Halo Wars 1 was fun.
We really had fun with Halo Wars. Like I'm excited.
Actually, he's not done with Chief's story yet. He has to watch the Fall of Reach.
And we still gotta watch Nightfall too, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Well, Nightfall, he's not in that, so that's Locke. Oh, you didn't know that?
I don't know which one. I didn't watch any of these.
Nightfall's the one with Locke. They got what's his name? Same guy that plays him. Luke Cage.
Luke Cage,
I guess.
yes.
Yeah.
But for game wise, I guess what is
Michael Cole, is it?
Michael Cole, no, that's from wrestling. Mike Coulter is his name.
Mike Colton.
Close. Coulter.
Yes, Coulter.
Which is close.
I was like, Michael Cole. Wait, no, that's
Michael Cole.
Dude
Michael Cole's a big black dude. Michael
Yeah.
Cole's playing this big black dude that's impervious to damage.
See this fucking jobber announcer for fucking
Yeah, so for now we're all done game wise with the Chief story. So I am excited. Halo Wars 2, that'll be a first time play for me as well. I never got a chance to get around to it. I really wanted to.
I can't wait for Halo Infinite. I'm so fucking ready for it.
Yeah.
I was thinking about like Halo Infinite the other day, and I was like, oh my god, like I want the game's multiplayer to be so fucking good because I just want to play something else that's not. I haven't played Overwatch in a while, but I haven't been playing any multiplayer games recently. I want to play something.
I took a bit of a break from proper playing Overwatch, which is weird. Like I was gonna play more on PC, but I just last month killed me. But I played a couple matches the other night and it felt good, so I'm excited to get back.
Games are pretty good. The new ones are pretty good.
Yeah, which we'll be talking more about Overwatch here later in this episode.
Yeah, I didn't watch any of that shit, so I can't talk about it.
I watched.
I saw the Twitter announcements.
Yeah, so we'll
I saw that, but I didn't talk about it.
Anything else you play, David?
Yeah, I played a lot of shit this week. So I attempted to play Magic Duels. So a lot of the PC based games I've been playing, I've been trying to play on Linux. One, because I like Linux more than Windows, and two, because it's also kind of a test of I want to see for the games that don't have native ports how well I can get them to work in Linux, either through Wine, through Proton, or through Lutris, or some other methods. Magic Duels I could not get to work at. The visuals just are like a weird fucking color blast of like greens and purples. Like when a monitor went bad back in the day and it just gave you these very vibrant and horrendous colors to look at. It basically looks like that. So I tried for a while, couldn't get that properly working. But two games that did get working is one, Crayon Physics. I just kind of wanted something to fill the time because Nocturne Remaster comes out next week. And
does it come out on does it come out Monday or something? It's like
Tuesday.
I thought it was like Monday. Are you sure?
No,
because I thought it said it was that was the 24th. I could have sworn it said that, but maybe not.
No, it's the 25th.
Or is there for that midnight release?
Same day as Biomutant. I'll be there for the midnight release of Biomutant. Be like, let me in. Give me Biomutant.
I've been waiting for so long.
Yeah. It's been like 18 years.
Did you hear that there's a big fanboy war over that because Xbox has that in native 4K, but not PlayStation 5?
Hey, same thing with Mass Effect, where Mass Effect got 120 frames, and PlayStation can't. Oh, it can't run a fucking 14-year-old game. Losers.
It's just because the back compatibility is better on Xbox. But all THQ Nordic was the social media manager has been fighting back at that, where someone's like, "Wow, Microsoft really cut you a check for that one," and then they respond back, "We wish."
Yeah, we goddamn wish we'd sell out hard. God damn.
No, it makes
Even
sense.
though
I mean,
whoever runs THQ Nordic is some fucking oil baron or some shit, so he doesn't need
here's
money.
the thing. To go on that side tangent, a lot of people, the thing that a lot of people still fucking don't understand when it comes to Microsoft's architecture is a lot of what's been in the Xbox consoles is nearly one-to-one, if not pretty similar to fucking Windows. It's an easy fucking port job comparatively compared to doing an entire redesign of what you have to do to go over to a PlayStation. I don't get why this fucking increase in performance is a huge fucking surprise to people. And that it's just Microsoft shill. It's a fucking easier port job. It is nearly the same architecture.
See, if you told that to a Sony fanboy, they'd be like, "Yo, but Microsoft bad." So it doesn't matter. You might as well just talk to a brick wall, an oven, anything inanimate. I don't know why an oven was the second.
It's fucking wild because like I am the closest thing to a Sony shill on this fucking podcast because most of my collection is on PC is fucking Sony. But I'm the only one that made a PS3 during that fucking generation here.
Yeah, I played PS3.
He mained it.
I mained it too for the exclusives on PS3. So, yeah. There was more exclusives on PS3 than there were on 360.
What's up, Kick04? Says sorry to be late.
Fair, but that's only because PS3 had RPGs and the Xbox really didn't.
Well, no, it had a lot of shooters though. You had Killzone, Resistance, Uncharted, Last of Us is technically a shooter, I guess. I'm sure there's other
360
things.
had some RPGs.
Haze. Come on, the classic. Lair, that wasn't a shooter, but I just wanted to bring it up because no one remembers. Magus. Oh, Magus. Classic Magus. Sorcery, classic.
Eye of Judgment.
Great card game. Pain. iPet, the original Connectables. Pain is what I feel.
Hell yeah.
Every day, every waking day.
All right, David.
I get up and I feel it. PS3 had a lot of shitty games. Let's just bring up how bad some of those games were. They just released anything on that piece of shit. Huh? Just like, I'm talking about exclusives.
Fight Crab, Super Mash.
Fight Crab?
What the fuck? We're talking about PS3.
Yeah, I know. Just shitty games.
Oh, just examptions. He's bringing up examples of bad games.
Games from
He's
that
gonna
era.
take you back to the past to play the shitty games that suck ass. I was gonna say rest in peace, AVGN. I don't know what I was gonna say.
Well, I mean, his career is basically dead. Let's be honest.
No, he still gets millions of views.
David, what else do you play?
Basically dead.
He only gets 1 million views. Fucking dead.
Exactly. He's dying.
He's dying.
But yeah, so couldn't get that to work. I started playing Crown Physics Plus, which is one of the last games I've been playing. There's one more after that. And I forgot how just kind of not relaxing, but just kind of chill of a vibe it is. Basically, you gotta collect all these stars across these levels, and the way you do it, you draw the map and you create different kind of physics interactions to get a ball to go to the star. Some of the maps are frustrating. Crayon Physics Deluxe.
Oh, Crayon Physics.
Yeah, it's a fun little game. It's been nice to go ahead and plop like maybe 10, 15 minutes in, collect a couple stars, and then just be like, all right.
Sounds like that Kirby game on DS.
The Epic Yard? Wait, no.
No, the first one, Canvas Curse. You ever played that one? That one's good.
Yeah, that was a fun.
Just draw the lines.
When are we gonna get that port to Switch, man? One of the Wii U games.
Yeah, he will. No, it's not the Wii U game. That's the
Canvas Curse?
That's the first DS game. Canvas Curse?
Right. No, what was it? It was.
No, you're thinking of Rainbow. I think it had Canvas in it. Rainbow Curse? No, Curse was in it. Rainbow Curse?
Rainbow Curse sounds
right.
right.
Been Rainbow Curse.
Yeah, it was Rainbow something.
Yeah.
Rainbow Canvas Curse?
We gotta save that game.
Rainbow Six.
It might have been Rainbow Six.
Six.
Yeah, Rainbow Six. Kirby Rainbow Six. Yeah, it's Splinter Cell. I mean, Sam Fisher's still in it somehow.
I
had Sam Fisher in a Kirby game and I his own fucking game.
Ian MS93 says, speaking of bad games, how about the new Hotel Transylvania game?
Oh yeah, I watched that because I was like, "What? Why not?" And he's talking about Addams Family. Unless there's a Hotel Transylvania game.
Ooh.
I didn't see that one. I'm sure that's shit too. So,
David, what's the last game you played?
I always like watching trailers for really shitty movie-based games because it's always just like, let me see this. They show about 5 seconds of gameplay and that's it because they know it's shit and dumb kids will want it because they'll like Dracula. Adam Sandler, even though he's not in the new one because they couldn't get him back for some reason. Whatever.
They could get Gendy produced it to begin with.
Yeah, and Gendy Tartakovsky fucking dipped too. He's not. I think he wrote it, but that's it.
Okay.
Gendy Tartakovsky made Hotel Transylvania. which really upsets me because he could have used all that time to do anything else, but he had to do some stupid.
Fine.
The first one was good. I liked the first one actually. The
you
second
see
one.
that Samurai Jack's about to ship out?
Yeah, I know. I got that. I
so
posted on Twitter.
PS4.
Yeah.
All right, David, finish it up.
Fuck off. So the last game I'm playing, which is the one that's like I could technically consider it beat, but I want to put more time into it just before I consider. Yeah, I'm done with this game. Devil Daggers. Devil Daggers is fun.
Devil Daggers is fun.
Yeah, it's basically if you had like retro Doom and made it into a one-hit death bullet hell.
It was
fucking tastic.
It was popular for about a month. I feel like it was like super popular for about a month, and then kind of because it was like really cheap and it just came out of nowhere. Yeah. It was fun. I played it. That and like Strafe I think came out like the same time.
Yep.
And it was better than Strafe. Strafe was a huge disappointment, but because I was because everybody Strafe had like the best marketing. It had like a really good live action trailer. And like the gameplay looked awesome, and then it came out. And it was okay. It was okay. If you go in not really expecting much, then you'll probably have a good time with it. It's like a roguelike too, which nobody knew that ahead of time. Yeah, everybody thought it was just a Doom style or a Quake style game, but it wasn't. It was more it was, but it was roguelike still. So if you die, you go all the way back to the beginning and
Yeah, no, this is your ship. I mean, like there's upgrades, but it's not really anything that's tremendously impactful you can do without the upgrades. In fact, that's actually one of the strategies in the game is to go without the upgrades. And really all the upgrades do is help you shoot a little bit more. So whatever. But no, it's a fantastic game. There's one achievement in the game, and that's to last for basically 8 minutes. The most I've been able to do is about a minute. I wanted to try to see if I can at least get the 2-minute survival rate. But no, it's fucking balls to the wall, insanely hard, and it is a fantastic experience.
Does it say how long you
pick up and play?
Does it say like if I went back to the game right now, would it say how long I've lasted?
It kind of. It shows you in terms of your points. So how long you've survived is multiplied by like 10,000 or something, and that's reflected as your point score.
Okay, so every second is 10,000. Is that what you mean? I'm confused. I don't remember. It's been like 4 years.
So yeah, it's like 1,000. But yeah, so
okay,
like
I was going
my high
to
score is like 55,000 points to kind of reflect like the 55 seconds ish.
Okay. Okay, I was gonna look it up, but okay, I was just gonna load it up real quick. But
yeah, it's something like that. And then there's like a global leaderboard to kind of show where people are. I think I'm in like the top 17,000 with you, and just that low of a fucking score.
And Devil Dagger is actually really creepy too. I remember.
It's got a great fucking kind of demonic aesthetic. You're going ahead, you're fighting, and there's like an initial pillar, and there's skulls, and there's like Viking skulls, and then like giant spiders and octopi.
Yeah, and the enemies sometimes show up out of nowhere, so it's just like they come from the like darkness. At least that's what I remember.
Yeah, because it's a very dark arena, and there is an edge to the arena, so you can fall off if you're not careful.
So it gets nerve-wracking.
Yeah, it's wild because like a similar game, I guess, for an easy comparison to like Drunken Robot Pornography, where it's a first-person bullet hell. And unlike that game, where like as long as you're looking at the enemies, you're never gonna have to worry about what's behind you. This game, you always have to be cognizant of what's behind you, because if you're not constantly like zigzagging and strafing properly, 99% the way you're dying is something fucking hits you from behind. And it's just such a nerve-wracking, but such an enjoyable, intense game. It's fantastic.
Right. Shout out to Chat Box with the yo.
Yo.
All right.
What's up, Chad Box?
We'll make this easy for me. I didn't really play that much. I played.
All right. Anyway,
what'd you get?
I almost done my Picross game. I'm on the. Dude.
Picross.
Yeah, but
all these other games.
Yeah, it's my nightly ritual where I just want to chill and not pay attention to anything. But
ritual should be playing Mass Effect.
Yeah. I am on just the last ones, which are the bonus puzzles they give you if you own the other games, and they're just fucking enormous. I have been playing with that thing I showed last week, the controller holder, and I love that thing. That thing's fantastic, actually. The more and more I use it.
Yeah, I was thinking of getting it.
Yeah, I really like that. And like I'm a lot more inclined to play actual other games now with it, just because I whenever I played another game, I'm like, I'd rather just not play it handheld. I'd rather just play it on a screen just to like have the Pro Controller. But now I'm like a lot more tempted, and it makes the screen look bigger too. It makes it look a lot actually
Well, you're gonna not have to worry about it too much longer. When they announce that Switch Pro and the controller is gonna feel good.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's gonna be just like if
And there'll be
they
no more drift anymore.
honestly
All
no more
gone.
drift. No.
Yeah,
What they need to do is just take the Pro controller and just fucking split it in half and just put one side on the fucking one side of the Switch and then the other on the other, and it would have been like, oh, that would have been so nice. Or just do what the Split Pad Pro is. Fucking do that.
As an aside, I'm fucking pissed. Both my controller sets are now fucking drifting on my fucking
Get the
Switch.
Split Pad Pro. It
I don't
doesn't
play
drift.
handheld. I only play it docked, basically.
Well, actually, I should say
How they
Split Pad
drifting?
Pro doesn't drift. They just it take a long time until they drift.
They just constantly are moving to the
But
left.
you use the Joy-Con
that's
still?
drifting. I assume so. He doesn't use
Well,
the.
now I switched to my Gamepad Pro or my fucking Pro controller.
Yeah.
Right. But if he wants to play on the go, then he can't.
Chat box says, "Rip, what's his name again? I can't. Kentaro. What? I don't know how to say last name. We're gonna talk about that later.
Yeah.
I did also. I mean, it's digital, so it doesn't really matter. I got Minecraft on PC because I really wanted to mess around with ray tracing on Minecraft. Dude, it's just fucking wild, actually. Like going back and forth.
Crazy, actually.
It actually really is. Like water looks fucking like it. Just from what I remember, like I haven't touched Minecraft in a long time, so I vividly know how Minecraft is. But when you flip that on, it's just like a whole new fucking coat of paint. I'm like, oh fuck.
I know, but that kind of ruins the aesthetic. That's like when Demon's Souls, like with fucking Kyle and everybody else, like, oh, I don't like the new style.
I fucking hear that name right now.
Jeremy. I'm sure there's someone named Jeremy that doesn't like Demon's Souls. But like a lot of people were like that. They're just like, it just kind of ruins it. I feel like that would kind of.
I disagree.
Cool, but I love the way Minecraft looked from day one, and I feel like it never needed.
Well, it still keeps the look. It just the lighting really makes everything.
I know. I've seen it though, and it does kind of change it.
Yeah, chat box
makes it look ridiculous.
Minecraft and ray tracing is crazy. It really does, dude.
It is crazy. When they first showed it like 3 years ago, it was
super
nuts.
duper realistic graphics, whatever they called it.
That was it. I mean, it wasn't ray tracing, but that was exactly what it looks like now.
Yeah, and I was just trying to crank it up, see how much my PC could take. Because you can crank up how far the ray tracing is. I
found out my PC can actually handle control ray tracing at like I think 45 frames, which is way better than I thought. That's better than my PS5 can handle it.
Yeah, fuck that. Well, I'd hope so.
Yeah. Well, my PC's not that expensive.
Hey, Pepperoni says, bye. Have a nice night, guys. See you on Sunday. You take care, man.
See ya.
Be safe. Kickno4 says, man, I can't imagine how good it is. It looks good, dude. It's super like there's a couple of free worlds you can download. So I downloaded one which was like a city, and it's so fucking wild because you're looking at it, I'm like, damn, this looks good. I wonder how this looks before you turn off ray tracing, and it's just bland. It's just like, oh. Then you turn it back on and it loads the whole world back in like little by little. You see the lights are pop up, you're like, oh fuck, this is actually really cool. I was trying to think about getting back into Minecraft a little bit. Just to do stuff more on the PC and get kind of more. I'm trying to find games to get me more used to mouse keyboard because I fucking hate it. It just doesn't fucking make sense to me still. All these fucking buttons I end up accidentally pushing because there's so many fucking buttons on the keyboard.
Honestly, if you want something that would be a better introduction to mouse and keyboard proper, play something that is more heavily reliant on it, like maybe like an RTS would be a good start.
Or you get one of those keyboard little things that like just make your keyboard like 20 buttons or whatever.
Yeah, like the ones you can almost crack in half too.
I was gonna get those.
Yeah, the keyboard I have is really good though.
And then I realized I don't want to play PC gaming, so I didn't buy it. So I was just like, what the fuck?
And it sucks because
I bought this for videos.
Every time I play Overwatch, I'm like, motherfucker, I know what to do. I just can't fucking shoot I can't shoot you that well right now. Or I just fuck up, or I'm just pushing fucking E instead of R or something on my keyboard, and so and then I just go to on the Xbox just to play a couple games. Like, all right, that feels better now. Now I got a couple wins. Now I'm good. But yeah, so I'm gonna this next now that I have only like 2.5 days left of work until summer break, so I'm gonna.
Hell yeah! Until you quit, tell them I'm done. Fuck you! Do the half.
Throw my dick on the table.
There was. I told. You
ever saw Half Baked? You ever saw Half Baked?
No.
Oh, you never seen Half Baked?
Would I like it?
Fuck you! Fuck you! You're cool.
I feel like all right. You're selling me on it.
Watch it. Dave Chappelle, you ever seen Half Baked?
No.
You probably know a lot of scenes.
I probably do.
Yeah,
there was.
I'm surprised. You saw How High though, right?
Yeah, he smoked. He smoked. What's his
Yeah,
name?
he smoked I forgot what character. He smoked somebody.
Yeah.
Really?
There was what the fuck was I gonna say? Actually, I just fucking forgot.
Oh, it's a terrible movie, by the way, but it's really funny. It's like funny bad.
Yeah, I still need to watch the Eric Andre stuff too.
Which is weird. Most comedies aren't funny bad, but that one is. Hey, Eric Andre is amazing. Yeah, we need to watch. You
want to watch? You want to just group watch that?
Eric Andre?
Yeah.
If you want to lose your mind after like 5 episodes and go, I couldn't watch more than 2 episodes at a time because it was like fucking making me lose my fucking mind. It was the same thing with that YOLO show that happened. That came out. I couldn't do more than. I still need to watch the last 2 episodes. I never went back to watch the rest of YOLO. But
yeah, I'm down to watch that if you want though. Let's do it.
Sure. Those are 11-minute episodes too, so they're quick. Amazing. I wouldn't mind because I think I probably missed a few episodes here and there. Because I just watched them wherever I see. Like they were on YouTube or whatever, so I would just watch an episode.
Yeah,
and I watched a bunch of that shit.
There's a couple games I still want to get on Steam. Like Crusader Kings is on sale this week, so I might end up grabbing that.
Yeah, I heard that was good.
Because yeah, that was apparently really good.
That's on Game Pass on PC though.
Crusader Kings 3.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah, it's on PC Game Pass.
Is it?
Let me see.
At least it was. I don't know if it's still there, but I know it was.
Oh, that'd be cool if that was. I didn't realize that. I thought Desperados 3 was, and I get those confused all the time.
Age of Empires?
No.
No? Because I know Age of Empires is on there.
Let me see. Hopefully it is. I'll save me some money there.
So I installed it at one.
Oh yeah, it is. Hell yeah. Save me. There you go, David. Shout out to Game Pass.
Hell yeah. Shout out to money.
I've been still stacking up some Steam games here or there. Hopefully get a little better with all that stuff. And then what was I gonna say? Something else, but I forgot. It doesn't matter. Gore, what'd you get this week?
All right, well, I'm gonna be super quick because I have only 2 things that I bought. Of course, I got Mass Effect Legendary Edition, which I already finished the first one. So, and I also picked up Subnautica.
I'm surprised you. I saw your unboxing. I'm surprised you even fucking got that because that's a game that's gonna scare the shit out of you.
This one is less scary from what I heard because you're above ground a lot.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah. So in the first game, all you do is you're underneath. This one, it's like half and half. So, from what I heard. So, and I also heard there's like a story in this one too. So maybe it's less scary now because there's a character that'll talk.
There was a story in the first one too, from what I understand.
Oh, I have a buddy. I don't think you had a character. Weren't you just like a blank slate character?
No, you did have a character, kind of.
Oh, okay.
A buddy of mine is like a huge fan of these games. He kind of went through them. The way he explained it is that there is a story in the first one involving like a virus. And then he was a little concerned with the second game because shenanigans happened with the virus in the first game. But then the second game, even though it's a direct sequel, basically acts like the first game almost kind of didn't happen in a way. And so if you did actually care about like the lore and the story of the first one, it's a little irritating going into the second one.
Okay. Everything I saw of Subnautica didn't look. I'm sure the story is more presented in like notes. I assume.
It's more in like the notes and some of the kind of more environmental stuff.
This one actually had cutscenes and stuff from what I saw.
Gotcha. Okay.
Which Subnautica one might have had that. I have no idea. But that's not the reason why I got it. I heard it's good. So, and I don't want to play the first one, so might as well play this one. If I'm not gonna play the first one, I saw some shit in the first game that's like, no, hell no. You can go to hell. You can't even see what the fuck's coming, and then a giant monster shows up. No,
I don't really care about like scary games too much, but I fucking hate just underwater shit. Like just fish in general. In real life, fish creep me the fuck out. Just as a fucking living being, I don't want to fucking
horrifying, dude.
Dude, I'm seeing those motherfuckers underneath the water. I'm like, I'm good.
You know why? You know why? Because they're real. You know, because they're real. And if they're not real, they might exist because we don't know what the fuck's.
Yeah, we know more about space in the fucking water.
Like when I'm playing Resident Evil Village and a werewolf attacks me, I'm not scared of the werewolf. I'm scared of the jump scare, obviously, because werewolf.
That's why Gore was scared of that bear in
because we took him out. In the 1800s.
That's why Gore was scared of that bear in Condemned.
Yeah, because that's real. Crack house bear. That's scary.
I might maybe make that a sub goal or something because I kind of want to. I want to make sure I do some streaming this summer. Maybe I'll do that like Subnautica if I get I don't know maybe back to 20.
Chill stream. Just chill stream.
Yeah, chill stream where I'm just fucking.
Get angry about your taxes and everybody in the chat and your wife who left you. I don't know.
My kitty.
Jasper Kitty. Jasper Kitty. What's your cat's name?
Tess.
Tess Kitty.
Yeah.
I hate when anybody calls their fucking cat whatever kitty. Like DSP is not the only one. I have someone in my family member that does that. I hate that.
What's your cat's name?
That's like if I called my son, Jerry boy. You know,
yeah. I mean, you're white, so why not do it?
Yeah, Jerry boy.
What's your cat's name?
What is it again? Izzy. I don't
what
call
the
her
fuck?
I don't know my cat. It's a stranger to me.
I can't remember because I don't ever call her that. I just say, hey, what's up?
What's up, cat?
What's up, cat?
Yeah, you guys pound it and then.
I do call her cat a lot, but I don't call her by her name and then call her kitty. So I'm like, what's up, cat?
What's up, cat kitty?
And she's an animal, and I'm allowed to treat her that way because I feed her. All right,
pick up
I'm
her
allowed.
shit.
That's what I'm allowed.
And I was gonna say you say sup cat, and you guys bump it, and then you guys are.
You're like, yeah, that's right. Respect.
This is totally off topic, but go dig out the gore reaction to the unusual memes. It was sometime this last week, but one of them fucking got gore, and it was like back to back where gore just couldn't breathe.
Oh yeah, that was 138.
That is the newest one.
Yeah, that was the one.
For whatever reason, gore and cereal. If you fuck up cereal, that's the key. That's the key to making gore fucking laugh.
It's not even the cereal. It's just the fucking idea behind both of them.
But you were already calming down. You're like, all right, I'm out of laughs. You see cereal, and you're like, enough with the fucking cereal.
Dude, the quote I love from that one where she's like,
"Are you normal?"
No. He's just like, you just got your surgery. She said something about surgery. And are you normal? I love that quote.
I'm enjoying my cereal, and it just fucking falls.
He has this in the cereal. I can't. The one that still kills me. I watch it randomly here and there. Is the fucking guy that's playing Call of Duty Warzone. Did you see that one?
Oh, he just
he shot him 4 times with shotgun, missed every time, and he fucking freaks.
And he slammed his computer so hard that it turned the game off.
The fucking his face too. It's amazing. I love it.
I still need to find the fucking alien one. That one's one of my top favorite ones. Well, what's the fucking noise they made? You made the
or something like that. Yeah, it was like something fucked up. Yeah, that was a really good. That one was so realistic. I think it might have actually been a real alien.
Because that's the noise they fucking made, dude.
Yeah. Like I'm expecting to see that shit in Mass Effect.
And it's so out of nowhere. It's like a quarter second of the fucking like 7-second clip.
Yeah, he's like, I don't even remember what he's trying to grab. He's like grabbing something.
No, Yeah, no, and then that one, and then there was the other one that killed me. Actually, the one that killed me on that video too was I'm gonna drink water without burping. What do I do?
I fucking died.
What do I do? And then slam your head. What do I do? Like who's he asking?
What do you do?
What do I do?
Are you normal? Are you normal?
Ask us back to back.
The cuts are perfect too. God damn. This fucking screaming guy in Warzone, the perfect cut. Like right when it gets too loud for the scream, it just cuts to the next fucking. Oh, it's so good. Anyway.
What do I do?
Whoa, what do I do? Right. Fucking right into. I love how the garage door was just at the perfect height for him to hit himself in the head. It was planned.
What's your is that all you got?
Yeah.
All right, David, your turn.
Oh, yeah. All right, I got a lot of shit. So I finally took Chris's advice, especially, and I started selling shit on eBay. And I've been making fucking bank. Just in Pokemon cards alone, it made like $500.
Damn.
So I've been rolling that back into shit on eBay, and refueling my habits. So actually, I'm gonna show off something I didn't get from eBay. But this was fucking great because I got this for 6 cents. There was a sale going on, and I got discount, or not a discount code, but I got like a gift card from Honey from just fucking buying shit.
Yeah.
Hey, Honey, if you want to sponsor us, please, God, do it.
Oh yeah, we'd be down for a Honey sponsorship. I use the product. I genuinely enjoy it. I'll give you them real dick sucks though if we get endorsed.
Yeah.
But yeah, so because of all that,
honey all over myself if you give it.
Hell yeah. I will pour honey all over myself.
He literally will.
Sponsorship.
Yeah, he literally will.
And if you don't want to see that, then we won't do it. But just give us the sponsorship.
Hell yeah. But yeah, so I got this for 6 cents, and normally this goes for like 40 to 50. But I got the complete art book history of D&D, which is pretty fucking sweet. It goes through a lot of concept art all the way back to the TSR days to now, and a lot of interesting excerpts. If you're a fan of tabletop, especially particularly D&D, phenomenal fucking visual history. A lot of fantastic art you're never going to see again because Wizards is weirdly trying to get friendlier on a lot of things, which feels like a complete fucking slap in the face of where a lot of their properties come from, to the point where even there's some Magic cards that are now banned from using some of the art in some of the older cards. So I feel like you show up in if you show up in a tournament and there's a card that was printed like with older art that was kind of more demonic in a lot of ways, like the original Unholy Strength, or there was like some kind of goblin demon as well. There's just a lot of cards where it has older kind of iconography that would be considered sensitive to certain demographics, and because of that, it's like, oh well, you're not allowed to use those cards in play anymore, or they're officially part of a ban list where you can't use those cards anymore, and that's fucking weird to see. It's wild.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Just real quick, what's the most expensive Magic card again? I forgot what it was called.
I know Black Lotus.
Black Lotus. There you go.
Yeah. There's only believed to be at this point like a few hundred left in existence. And the last one that sold that was graded was like 25,000, 30,000, something like that.
25? Only 25? I thought that goes for like way more. You sure? I really thought that I heard that was like $100,000 card. Really? 25,000? That's it?
Depending on the grading is the
thing. I guess yeah.
So if it gets like an actual like a PSA 10 or a what's the other one? Beckett 10, then those can definitely go for an insane amount. But it's insanely rare to actually get a PSA or a BSA 10.
God, I wish fucking video games were cheaper.
Speaking of, Kyle says retro game prices are getting out of control. It's true.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Getting out of control.
This fucking artificial inflation with everything that's going on is disgusting. We probably won't see it down tilt back for another 2 years.
I'd be shocked if it really didn't even go down.
Some of it dropped a little bit.
Yeah, my Pokemon.
Certain things were like fucking crazy, and now they're kind of going below.
Yeah, my
so it's like it matters on what you want, I guess. Really.
Well, that's the key thing.
My complete Pokemon Heart Gold, it looked like it was going for about 320 like last week, and I think it started to dip back down to like 240.
Yeah, I have it complete, but I have Soul Silver complete, but my box has a cut in it, which really sucks. But
yeah, because
I mean the game itself goes for around 150, so either way. I got
well, that's the thing is I feel like there's a weirdly like a lot of like loose games catching up to complete box game price. That does suck.
I actually got a good deal on this because I bought the box. I only paid $15 for the box.
Oh yeah.
Like it'll stay in my collection, so I don't really give a shit. Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead, David.
No, I feel like that's the other kind of key factors. I feel like the loose prices are starting to catch up a lot more to complete and box prices. Mm-hmm. Especially like with Pokemon, I noticed that there's only like maybe depending on what it is, like a $20 to $50 range difference. And of course, we're talking, if we're talking like the OG Pokemon, that it's really not that much we're talking about. But even like the Soul Silver and Heart Gold, there's like a $20 difference I noticed on some sales going for that.
Well, it depends on what box you have. If you have the actual case or you have like the cardboard case.
Yeah, cardboard case. I have Pokemon Yellow in the cardboard case, and I would say it was actually, I think it's probably like around an 8 out of 10 condition. And I think the last one sold for around 400. I think for that.
Kyle said he just sold his Pokemon Coliseum disc only for 110.
Yep, I have mine that's technically disc only because you don't count when you're on like price charting, they count. If it doesn't have the manual, they count it as disc only. It doesn't matter if it has the original case or an artwork. It doesn't matter. So I have mine. I got mine from GameStop, and it came only with the case. But I got it for like super cheap. I think it was like $20 at the time. So this was way before the prices started to rise.
Dude, I fucking got on that because remember it was last summer where I think we were all in that Skype call, right? Kind of going through our old shit. Yeah. And I made that the thing where I was like, all right, let's just go in and complete this GameCube collection because I had a bad feeling about it. And a lot of those fucking games, like I think I bought fucking Fire Emblem for $160, and that was like on the rise. And that thing's worth $300 now.
Like 300, somewhere around there. I didn't really want that game that bad, so I just didn't.
I still want to get.
What I really want is Skies of Arcadia. That's the one game I really want.
I want Cubivore, and I almost got that for cheap, but didn't have the manual. And I wish I was like Gore, but I'm such a fucking stickler for a complete collection. It's dumb as hell.
The game is what matters.
It's true.
A game in box, especially.
Yeah, the box.
The manual, I feel, only really matters if we're gonna sell it.
Yeah,
I know, but just me personally.
I mean, don't get me wrong. When I open a case and I see the manual, I'm like,
especially in the GameCube era, dude. Oh, manuals are fucking great. But I'm such a fucking weird stickler for that. I hate that I am, but it's just nice knowing I have everything.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is the closest I've gotten to like almost like maybe I'll sell something from my collection. Because the Panzer Dragoon game I have is shot up to like 1,500.
Sell it.
In value.
You don't even love it. Like, you hate it. Sell it. Sell that and then get stuff you want. That's what I would fucking do. That's what I did with like I had a bunch of Sega Saturn games that I got from a yard sale for super cheap. I was like, I guess I'm gonna collect Sega Saturn because I have a bunch of them. And I was like, I don't want Sega Saturn, so I sold fucking everything and I started buying shit I wanted. That's when I got like Haunting Ground for super cheap. I got Blood Will Tell, and now all of those games are going for like $300.
That's even though I love the Saturn. It's my second favorite console of that gen.
I don't have a Sega Saturn though. That's the thing. I'm not
gonna collect for a
console. Well, then you should give me one, asshole. No. The only thing I was so close to keeping. Actually, no. Was it Sega Saturn or Sega CD now? And no, it was Saturn. Was Resident Evil. Like that was the one thing I was like, I kind of want to keep it, and I should have because now it skyrocketed. I still sold it for like 120. I think it's now like
that's a pretty good.
I bought it for $5 at a yard sale. So I'm not good.
Yo, Devil's Third is hopping up there though.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's
$250 now.
I know. It was like 100. You know what's hopping up like insane is Game & Wario. That used to be $60. I think that's like $150 game now.
God damn it.
That and fucking Devil's Third are the only games that have really retained their value. I mean, not retained their value, but
I skipped on that fucking game too. I was like, I don't really need this.
The only other game I think is whatever Sonic and Mario Olympic Games game came out on the Wii U. That one is like a $70 game. But I think most games are not worth
God,
much.
that fucking sucks.
Hey. If you ever see Turbo, you remember that shitty DreamWorks movie?
Yeah.
Yes.
With the snail? There's a Wii U game that goes for like $70. I don't know why. If you ever see it because they don't think it's worth anything, buy it. Unless it's $70, I'll buy it for that. But that one, for some reason, that's worth like $70. I don't know why.
Suikoden 5 and no, Dragon Guard 2 shot the fuck up too. Like, Dragon Guard 1 is holy shit. Dragon Guard 1's also up there too.
Dragon Guard 1's like $120 game now. But dude, Dragon Guard 2, I got so lucky. I went to fucking, you know that convention we went to, Adrian?
Yeah, EternalCon?
Yeah, it was the year before we went together. So 2017, I think. 2018 we went. 2017, I went there and someone was selling Dragon Guard 2 for $20. I only got that deal because they had it mislabeled. I forgot what the game it was that had like they put the wrong sticker on it. The sticker was for something else that was $20, and I got a good ass deal. So and they couldn't. Well, they refused it, so I got it for $20.
For a long time, you basically on eBay get fucking Dragon Guard 2 for like $20-$30, and
it was like a $40-$50 game at the time, yeah. And now it's like.
Well, that's just it. There's so many games where I'm fucking kicking myself for waiting so long on getting. It's like, fuck, I could have got that for like $20-$30 then. Now it's like $150 now. Like,
that fucking sucks. I'm pissed about Game & Wario. I was like teetering on that. I even had the game shop hold it for me, and I'm like, nah, I don't need that because it's a shit game. But
yeah, it's the worst game, Wario game, that's for sure.
anything slightly esoteric and/or outwardly Japanese has become unattainably expensive. That's what I was feeling when I was building my PS2 collection. I was like, I'm just gonna grab these Japanese games. Rule of Rose is a fucking one too.
Rule of Rose and Kuon both are not good games, but they're.
Dude, I remember at the beginning of the fucking pandemic, I had called my game shop. I was like, let me know if you guys get Rule of Rose in. They're like, hey, literally, actually, funny you asked, we just got it in, but that was when they had to close up because of the pandemic, and they're like, all right, well, we're not gonna be open, but we'll figure it out. I'm like, cool, and I already asked for it, and they called me like, we priced it out. It's gonna be like 100, I think 160, 180 bucks. I'm like, that's a bit high. I'll grab it later. And then we watched it on the fucking auction go for 500 bucks, and we're like
$500,
and we're like, oh fuck, that's fucking.
steep.
And now it's like no.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, at the time that was way too much. It was way more than it goes
So I swear, everyone saw that at fucking auction. They're like, oh, that's how much it's worth. Okay.
Yeah, everyone did.
Because like, what the fuck, dude? I'm like, oh fuck, I should have grabbed that shit too. Yeah, I've had so many fucking near misses on this shit. Like, I got a lot of shit that I really wanted. Luckily, like even Dragon Guard 3, I got for like $20. That thing's shooting up in price.
Yep.
But damn, dude, Game & Wario and Rule of Rose were the two that I could have just fucking snagged right away.
Yep.
Anyway, David, what else you got?
Yeah, so speaking of which, I went ahead, got case and inserts for Apple Sapphire, so I have that complete in box again now. I got that for like $7.
Nice.
This is part of a lot. I have been lucky in that I'm winning a lot of like cheap auctions, so I got these for like $3. Loose Knockout Kings 2001.
Yeah. Me and my dad used
PS1. Complete in box SimCity 2000 on PlayStation 1. I got this, sadly not complete in box. It was missing the manual, but I only paid for the box, and I got both the discs for Final Fantasy 12 Collector's Edition. I got that for like $6. I was like, oh, well, it's only going for the case, but...
Cool. It's pretty good.
Complete in box Devil Survivor 2 base version for DS. Managed to snag that for like $20.
Based.
And then I got these for $10. Complete in box copies of Armor Battle, Triple Action, and the Las Vegas Poker and Blackjack for the Sears Telegames and Television knockoff console, which I didn't know was a thing. I have their
Sears
knockoff.
Yeah, Sears branded a lot of consoles. They didn't make them. Obviously, they just branded them.
Yeah, which I didn't know about the Intellivision one, so I got those. I'm like, oh, that's more. Wait, this cartridge looks weird for that, and I looked, so I'm like, oh, they had an Intellivision.
Yeah, like I said, they look like Intellivision boxes. I have a few Intellivision games. They're all garbage though, and I want to get rid of them because they just take up fucking room. But
I'm again because I'm gonna eventually try to get at least one variant of every console. So it's like, oh, I may as well have.
Except that Nintendo PlayStation.
Yeah, well, I mean that's not an official console. That's the way I'm coping with that.
It's not real. Sorry, you got the Zeebo though, and that goes for a lot.
That's true. That showed up like hell.
Did it really?
Hey, if you want to get a Zeebo, I mean, if you want to sell your Zeebo, if you want to get a Zeebo, go rob David's house. He has one.
How much is it now?
Like $500-600.
You know, Stop Skeletons for Fighting, right?
Yep.
He's been looking for one. So
I know. I've been like, do I message him and be like, hey, you want to at least borrow it? But he's mainly looking for like the Resident Evil 4 to play on it. But
yeah, hey, if he wants it.
Hey, David, you're welcome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Best fucking joke of this goddamn podcast.
Yeah, it was the first joke too. Besides
Darkon and Zeebo. Only the OGs know those jokes.
All two of you.
All right. Anything else, David?
Think that is.
This might have been the longest we've gone before trivia. I think.
Yeah.
It's fine. Yeah. The stories are kind of light. All right. Nothing much to show here. Let's see. I got Puyo Puyo Tetris 2.
Hell yeah.
Good game, I guess.
I didn't know this is sealed actually. Yeah, that's sealed. That's nice. I thought I got that. I thought I got that used.
Oh, I actually forgot. Nah, never mind. Go ahead.
What'd you forget, Gore?
I forgot. I actually bought something David's gonna really like.
Oh.
A Sony PlayStation or whatever.
For some reason, I was like, you know what? This is a one of those Marvelous games, and these usually go up in price. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna pick it up. I got
I almost bought that.
Katakawa Jet Girls.
Yeah, he knew how to pronounce it. I knew he would like it.
Yeah, I saw that for like $20.
You like this?
I saw it for like $20. Like, maybe I'll pick it up. I was like, whatever.
I'm not playing it. I'm keeping it there and see if it fucking goes up in price in the future.
Let's see.
A lot of those Marvelous games do. So.
I also got Mass Effect.
Hell yeah!
And then I've been a sucker for these things. I think these are kind of funny. The Destiny cookbook.
Yeah.
I gifted someone the Star Wars cookbook, and then I had the Overwatch cookbook. I think these are just kind of it's fun to have a cookbook, but
there's Zelda cookbook. I think there was, right?
There really should be one, right?
Maybe.
Yeah. If there isn't.
It just seems like an obvious one, especially for Breath of the Wild.
I was just about to say, especially after Breath of the Wild, feels like they should have had one.
But I figure I already have all the Destiny Grimoire.
I think I've seen that in GameStop. I think they have those.
Yeah, they're kind of neat.
Like on the checkout station or whatever.
Yeah, it's just too bad that I don't know any of the fucking things in here.
Oh yeah.
But
the Grimoire steak. What was the thing? Was it called Grimoire or was it fucking called something else? The stupid ass thing.
Grimoire is the lore cards.
Yeah, that's the ones you have to go online to find out the lore. Yeah,
which is fucking.
You have to go online to find out how the steak tastes.
But
so it's like play online for Square Enix back in the day.
Hell yeah.
I'm sure that a lot of these are actually references. The cool thing about the Overwatch one,
I'm sure all of them are references.
Well, there was one I just saw that said duck poutine.
I'm sure that's a
This one says spicy ramen.
Well, then what does that have to do with Destiny?
Well, no, there are
Destiny.
There are some, but like some of them are also.
It should all be references. Fuck that.
But the cool thing about the Overwatch one is like it'll have character based, so like each character gets like 2 or 3 different recipes, and they're based off of whatever the character's from too, which is super cool.
Is Divas just Cheetos and Doritos? Because that's gamer food. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That'd be funny actually, but
touch my finger. Someone touch my finger.
The Warcraft one is actually pretty good. I got that.
Touch my finger. Christmas. Don't ignore me. Touch it. All right, thank you.
All right, next segment. Trivia.
I've had my trivia book out for like 3 years.
Oh fuck.
Oh, he got up like 5 times and didn't even get his book.
I have to pee.
Yeah, go piss. If it ever snows around you and you really need a piss, that's how you should answer your questions. You just go outside and piss.
I live in Maine. It always snows around me.
Exactly. So you have no excuse.
Let it snow.
You have to take a piss every 25 minutes. So.
Okay, so Gore's gonna 100% have one of these, like I mentioned last week. So I'm gonna go with the other one first. Give David a.
Oh, that's bullshit. Then what if he wins this one? I'm fucked.
That means you gotta keep
it in order. Last week he had fucking like 3 answers that he definitely had, or definitely 3 questions. Whatever. He did better last week.
Where the fuck did my pen go?
That's why I'm gonna get David a fucking whiteboard.
I guess I would. He can't even write them.
I have a whiteboard. I just don't know where I put my markers and shit.
Now I have to buy him markers then.
Why does it gotta be white? What the fuck?
This man just threw his shirt looking for his fucking papers.
Where's my shirt? What the fuck?
Just throwing. This man said, "I'm spring cleaning and can't find."
No, I always lose shit when I clean. That's why I don't like cleaning.
Sound like a real grown man right there. I like cleaning. I hate cleaning because everything's put in their proper places, and now I don't know where they are.
Yeah, but then I don't remember where it is.
I just write it down, and then he could just say it. He could say it first, and then if he can't find a pen, and we're going on way too fucking long, then he could say his first, and I'll show what I have written. So either way, he can't cheat, or I can't cheat at least, because I have it written down already.
We'll give David 10 more seconds.
Yeah, we'll give David 10 more minutes, most likely. You can sign language it. I won't be able to.
I got this pencil here, but it's not sharpened, so it doesn't do me any good.
You just throw it. That's what you do need.
Sharpen it in your mouth. Like a Looney Tunes.
You're a Looney Tune. Shut up.
No, you're a Looney Goon. Oh, God, is that? Goon Squad. Everybody excited for Space Jam 2?
Oh, hey. Here we go.
There you go.
Oh,
it was in my pen. It was in my pen holder. Who would have thought?
All right. Question 1. Do you want the one that you do know then, Gore?
No,
go with that one. Fuck it.
Do the other one. It's fine.
No, go with the one that Gore may know. Fuck it. Go.
Go!
No balls!
All right, fine. Watch, I'm not going to know it.
Actor Bruce Willis provided his likeness and voice for which 1998 game? He knows. He's already writing.
I have to remember what the name was, actually.
It was a PS1 game.
There was like 3 of them where he...
No, there's predominantly one PS1 game that on the front of the cover it outright says, it outright says played by Bruce Willis.
It's called this. I remember it was a piece of shit game. That's all I remember.
Yes,
he never shut the fuck up too. I remember that. But
yeah, it was a shitty third-person shooter.
All right,
what
on 3.
What I was gonna say is that. Well, all right, let's go. Right?
1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
yes, it is indeed Apocalypse.
But Fifth Element, he also provided his voice too. Is all I mean, and his likeness. So that's all. I'm pretty sure he did. At least.
All right.
I could be wrong.
What is
Why
the?
do you think I wouldn't know that?
Because you don't remember shit.
I'm predominantly a PlayStation gamer when it comes to consoles.
Because it also said 1998. I thought you would have thought it was like some fucking like Atari game or something.
Even though there's a Die Hard, it's funny. Apocalypse and I believe Fifth Element had him, but when they did Die Hard, he was not in it.
Yeah, he wasn't in the Die Hard.
Figure that shit out. And in the end, they were actually good games too. Figure that shit out. Anyway,
yeah, they're fantastic.
Kyle says really Apocalypse is all right, made by Neversoft.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, next question. What is the name of the DJ in Burnout Paradise?
I don't know. I did not pay attention to anything in Burnout Paradise besides playing it. So,
what is the name of the DJ in Burnout Paradise?
Here you go. I have no idea. Here we go. Done.
All
Ready?
Right, on 3. 1, 2, 3.
There it is. DJ Wreck-A-Lot.
The fuck did you just write?
Ted Bundy.
Ted Bundy. It's DJ Atomica.
Oh wow, you're right. David's DJ Ted Bundy. I guess that. It was actually Al Bundy.
Oh shit, that's what it was.
All right, here's a very easy one.
Okay.
In which 2018 video game does the player character Madeline try to climb a mountain despite being hindered by a dark version of herself?
Yeah, that's. Really
well, I should have figured actually Gore would know that, and David would.
Yeah, I know that one. Think of games. That's my hint.
Yeah, if you want a hint, it was a Game of the Year nominee.
Well, I mean, this is the only mountain relevant game I can think of, so I'm assuming it's right.
It's not God of War.
Oh fuck! There goes my guess.
It wasn't.
And I'll read it one more time for the listeners. In which 2018 video game does a player character Madeline try to climb a mountain despite being hindered by a dark version of herself?
Yeah, it was the gritty reboot of Madeline, the old show from back in the day. You know,
answers on 3.
2 lines.
It was 1, a gritty reboot of Matilda.
2, 3. Yes, it is indeed Celeste.
All right, still good.
All right,
let's go.
Another question. First appearing in Skylanders: Spyro's Adventure, who is the arch enemy of the Skylanders?
I think I know this. I think I do. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I do know. I think. Okay. I'm pretty sure. I played a lot of this because I'm a fucking grown man.
First appearing in Skylanders: Spyro's Adventure, who is the arch enemy of the Skylanders?
Okay, I don't remember if that's the character from the first game, but I know he's in a lot of the other ones. All right. I'm very ashamed if I get this right. I hope I'm wrong.
Pen's dying.
I hope I'm wrong. I hope that's not.
All right.
All right.
On 3. 1, 2, 3. We got Dildo Baggins and Chaos.
Is it Chaos?
It is Chaos. Gore misspelled it, but I will give him that point.
With K, right?
K.
Okay, I was thinking that too, but I couldn't remember.
Congratulations, Gore.
We can not count that one if you want.
No, you got it. You got it.
I don't really feel good about that.
Yeah, and we did 4 questions, so we'll save the other ones for later.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
I won.
Congratulations, Gore. Gore, you're at 6. Gore at 6. David at 2. Kyle says Chaos, director of the Ballistic X vs. Sever.
Oh yeah, X versus Sever. That's a really bad movie. That's the director of that movie. Bad movie. We watched it, me and Kyle. Real bad.
We can. Yeah, listen. This won't be a quick story. We'll get through a lot of these pretty quickly.
I think that was his last movie too. So.
Unfortunate.
Sorry, Chaos.
All right. News. Where'd this go? There it is. All right, let me share this with y'all, and then we'll get this going. First story on the docket is Summer Games Fest announcement. Ugh.
You okay, man?
No.
Oh, well, rest in peace.
All right. So, there we are. Weezer gonna perform live for everyone, you know, doing.
I can't wait to not watch that.
Doing that Weezer thing.
Beverly Hills.
Here's our event schedule. So kickoff. So there you go. This is good for David now. Kickoff is June 10th.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god, I can't wait.
June 12th is Ubisoft Forward.
Hold on. Just seeing this makes me really excited because I didn't look at this yet. So, just seeing. Wait, go up.
Wait. July 22nd. EA Play Live. Let's just focus on this for a second.
What the fuck? Go up. Damn, fucking a 3-hour fucking kickoff event. Host a spectacular live world premiere showcase with a performance, Day of the Devs, and more.
Where do you see 3 hours? Cool. That's just the time that it starts for.
11 a.m. to 2 p.m. I assume that means
11 a.m. Pacific to 2 p.m. Eastern.
3 hours, right?
That's Pacific and Eastern time.
I didn't realize that. Yeah, I didn't see the times. Right. I thought it was saying 11 a.m.
Yeah, it'd be shit if Ubisoft 4 was 3 hours. They wouldn't have fucking shit for that.
Hell yeah, do a 3-hour fucking Ubisoft event? No, they would have plenty. Yeah,
what's Steam Next Fest?
6 days, hundreds of demos. It's probably just gonna be Steam demos.
Hey, we can play them now.
I mean, this isn't all it's gonna be too.
No, this is just Jeff Keighley's things. Yeah.
No, because this is just stuff that's confirmed. Everything's gonna be here. Microsoft will be here.
This is Summer Game Fest. This is Jeff Keighley's focus things. E3 is still separate. Even last year when it wasn't associated with Jeff Keighley, he would put it on the schedule. Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah, like with the Microsoft stuff was on here, even though he had nothing to do with that really. Even though I think he did the pre-show actually. He did the pre-show for the Microsoft stuff.
But we're getting there, boys.
I'm pretty sure he did put he put the Sony event too when they revealed the PS5.
3 weeks.
And to the beginning. I'm excited for the Ubisoft one actually. I didn't know EA was fucking July. Damn. All right. That's yikes.
I guess. I didn't know that was July. I could have sworn that was
Yeah, well,
June,
but nothing of value is lost next month.
And not that I really care.
We're gonna get our important sponsor, Amazon Games.
Oh, of course. We can't wait to see
who are still totally alive. Trust us.
Yeah. And rest in peace, Stadia. Yeah. Can we have the funeral for Stadia?
They have a toolkit so you can co-stream it. What's in the toolkit? Channel, your platform, language, your co-stream, country. Chat box asks, will Ubisoft finally show Beyond Good and Evil 2 some more? Kyle says no.
Fuck you, Kyle, you goddamn son of a bitch.
He's not wrong.
Yeah,
though.
you would say this shit to my face, you fucker.
I mean, he would.
No, he wouldn't. He was a fucking pansy, and I'll beat him up.
Whoa. Fuck
you. You got your Shenmue 3 to even fucking play it, so I don't even want to hear it.
And you got Final Fantasy 7, but he did like that, though.
He fucking screamed and flipped the table over for Shenmue 3 to even play it. It's been
Gore had to block his boner.
Yeah, I had to block my dick, all right? Yeah, that's exactly what that was.
It wasn't anything else.
It wasn't anything else.
Don't look at the full video of that. But yeah, so this is cool. We're getting to that point there. We will be streaming it. I'll be streaming it on my own. Gore will be streaming on his own. So we'll have a lot of channels going. We'll probably be streaming all day too. Like, why not? Just do it. But yeah, we'll talk about that. And then maybe we'll have another Blue Rubies around that time, or another one that we need to. We'll see. Chat box highlighted a message that oof, because no Beyond Good and Evil.
Fuck him.
All right. Next story.
Kyle, fuck you.
That's a heartfelt from Gore to you.
Yeah.
All right. We got an amiibo. Got a $25 amiibo. That's already sold out. Being Scout for about $75.
Yep. I mean, it only was pre-order available on GameStop right now, right?
Best Buy as well.
At Best Buy, yeah, but
So
it hasn't gone on Amazon yet.
no,
So
so I'll grab that on Amazon. I don't want to, but
grab me another one if you can.
sure, I'll grab two.
Thank you. You're quicker than me. But yeah, because I want it not because of the fast travel thing. I couldn't give a fuck.
You
less.
wanted it just to begin with. I don't like that price. That price is pretty shit.
Yeah,
$25 fucking dollars though.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit bigger, right?
It fucking better be.
It is. I mean, you could tell it looks bigger than fucking any other amiibo. Like, look at the stand compared. Like, look at the stand.
It's even got a lot more like detail to it too.
Yeah, it's also detail. Well, the bird hat, the fucking Skyloft has, or the sky. What the fuck is it called? Loftwing.
Board.
Yeah. Yep.
Kazooie. It's called the Kazooie.
This is a bigger bird though. Way bigger bird.
It's the big bird, in fact.
I think this one's a little bit bigger.
I look at the ad of the side. That was Gore when he saw that Amiibo for the first
time. That was me when I saw Beyond Good and Evil 2 the first time. That's gonna be me when I see it for the last time too.
I was rolling them.
It's
still pretty egregious how much is priced, but
yeah, I don't care about the price. The price doesn't surprise me at all. It's like $1 short from like most of their Amiibos nowadays.
This feature that's locked.
What annoys me is the fucking feature, because that should just be in the fucking game, especially when they're charging us $60 for a fucking Wii game from 10 years ago.
They're charging us $10 more for a remake.
Exactly, and then they're gonna charge us $25 for an Amiibo to unlock a feature that should just be in the fucking re-release anyway. That's annoying. I like the feature. The feature's a good idea. I'm
sure that would have been good in general though, just to have. That would have been kind of a nice, like, hey, at least we did something. But
that's what I'm saying. It should have been in the fucking re-release because it's a re-release, and you should give us a little bit more. Like when Wind Waker came out, at least it gave the photo mode, which people fucking went nuts with. Like that was actually fun.
It's just when you put it in that. When you put it in that aspect that you're spending $10 more than what the original was cost.
Yeah. And the original came with a soundtrack too. You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice. It came with the
orchestral. I down a copy that has the soundtrack in there.
Yeah, I have it too. Actually, I have a copy, and then I have my original CD for my original copy because I traded it into GameStop like maybe a year after the game came out. So I kept the CD for the orchestra, and then I sold the game. So now I have two.
I don't have the soundtrack, unfortunately.
Well, I don't know. Maybe we'll work some out. You can probably get it for like $5 on Amazon or not Amazon.
If I can't, then we'll talk. We'll talk.
They're going for quite a bit for the soundtrack.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
I'll grab it for you for sure. But yeah, it's unfortunate they locked that. That's Lord of the Rings knows full well.
It's fucking dumb.
Knows full well what it's doing.
Like, it's bad enough to hide behind certain features behind a DLC paywall, let alone a physical.
Well, here's
paywall.
the thing for sure. That's dumb, but also the fact that this thing is gonna sell out. So like, even if people want it, let's say I really want it, I'm like, okay, I like that Amiibo, I want that. It's hard as hell to find. So
yeah.
That is the biggest issue with. Exactly. That is the biggest issue with the idea of like this physical, because like the collector's editions of the other Zelda games came with Amiibos unlocked features in those games too. And that is the biggest fucking issue.
But they're like extra hearts though.
Yeah,
it's like
extra hearts or extra armor.
Yeah, but there's also like a difficulty mode hidden behind one of them.
Yeah, so but if it's like extra hearts, like who cares? Like whatever.
Twilight Princess that had that? I think it was Twilight Princess.
With Midna?
Twilight Princess had the extra difficulty hidden in.
Yeah, but that wasn't that with the Wolf Link amiibo, so you actually had to buy the game. You had to buy the game anyway, and you get the Wolf Link amiibo.
Yeah, if you bought the version that came with the amiibo.
Yeah, I think there was only one version at the time.
I think that was packed in the beginning, and it might have been separate afterwards.
Yeah, it was separate after.
But
because I got mine with Wolf Link amiibo.
Either way, like
fucking cousin opened it, pissed me off.
But either way, it's like the fact that this thing is gonna be it's hard to find already.
Yeah, it's already hard to find. You can't find it anywhere. I mean, you can't find it anywhere, period, because it's not out yet. So, I mean, if you have it, then you broke the law.
Breaking the law.
And
Samus Returns had some amiibo DLC difficulty mode. Kyle says.
Oh, did it? I didn't know that. I never opened mine because I wanted to keep it because they look really nice in the fucking box. Some of these amiibos look so good in the box. So I'm just like, I'm not taking it out.
Yeah, they just get so hard to fucking figure out what to do with them. So I only keep the ones I really like.
I just put them on the wall. I get like the non-stick. Well, it sticks obviously, but it doesn't like leave any like adhesive
no residue.
on the. Yeah, no residue. There you go. That's what I meant. So I just put them on the wall, and if I ever want to take them off,
sure,
take them off. That's what I did with my
Tracer.
They're right above me. My 2 Bayonetta ones, my 2 Cloud ones, and I forgot what the other one was. I forgot what I can't see them from here.
Chat box says, "Can you scan them in while they're in the box?" I believe only.
No, the originals you could. You can't anymore.
So
right?
either that or there was some region. I remember because I bought some Japanese amiibo when the Smash amiibo were fucking difficult to find back in the day. And there was, I forget if it was either America or Japan. One of them had like a little, like a sliver of a thing they put underneath the base so that you couldn't do that, which was dumb as hell.
Yeah, I think it's US. You have to open the box.
I guess so. People don't go with theirs because the Switch is portable. Well, I mean, I guess at the time it was a Wii U, but now my Switch is portable, so you can just come in and fucking scan them. But
right,
yeah, the Wii U couldn't really.
Kick No Force says the eye god, it's so creepy. It's watching you.
Oh yeah. He's just staring into your soul.
It's like $25. Spend it.
Yeah, so he can fucking creep you out.
Anyway, that's dumb that it's locked behind that, but
yeah, I mean the amiibo looks great. I don't care. The $25 price doesn't surprise me. I don't know. Like it's a few dollars more than most, but it looks better than most. So it doesn't surprise me again. And it looks like it's gonna be bigger. So
next story.
But I'm sure they're adding the extra money because of that feature, which is really annoying.
Yeah.
Okay. What was this you said, David? There was Nintendo had
this is
this epic thing is the gift that keeps on giving.
What this is about, and then Taco.
No, I'm just saying. I want to add to that. This epic thing is a gift that keeps on giving. David's gonna explain it, but it just we're getting so many fucking tidbits of it. Continue.
Yeah, this whole Epic versus Apple has been a wild ride. There's been such fun lines like them trying to explain the banana suit costumes in Fortnite. To them, the judge being baffled that Microsoft would sell the Xbox at a loss. So many fucking crazy things coming out of this. But some of the more interesting things have been like sales charts and sales numbers, and this redacted bit here, in which they're discussing what's basically believed by people that were there, negotiations between Nintendo and Microsoft over what is presumed to be Game Pass coming to the Switch. Now, it's not 100% confirmed, but we could be getting Game Pass and xCloud coming to Switch down the road. But anything that is in the actual written statements and testimonies have been redacted because of concerns over how it could impact the deal.
The fucking other page was redacted.
There's literally like there's not even a reason to have this.
Yeah, well, you can see the time, so you can see how quick they wrote things. Oh wow, only 18 seconds for that.
So it says, all right. So let's okay. Question. Okay, so your customers, there is demand for your customers on Xbox to have streaming available on mobile, including iOS. That's correct. Large chunk is redacted. Question. Have you been involved in them? Answer. I have not. Question. Who's involved in these discussions? Answer. Primarily the Game Pass content team and other members of the gaming leadership team. Question. So I'm just curious. What about your job have had you involved in discussions to put streaming available on Apple, on iOS, but not doesn't have you also involved with the regard to the blank, and then that's where it ends there. Steven Till says Nintendo says that these portions of an Xbox biz dev executive's disposition in the Epic v Apple reflect competitively sensitive information about negotiations between Nintendo and Microsoft. She was primarily deposed about trying to bring xCloud to iOS and more broadly discuss console biz. It's crazy how much shit, like legitimately, it's fucking wild how much two companies on the outer fucking things of this just fucking brought everything else to fucking the forefront.
Because here's the wild thing about this lawsuit. If Epic wins, it changes the landscape for everyone. There is the theoretical possibility that if the judge files in Epic's favor and it doesn't get overturned down the road, because there's always a possibility, this sets up legal precedent that you can't lock out what you potentially perceive as a competitor or as someone that could be trying to take funds away from your service on there, which means Sony would have to allow potentially for Game Pass on their platform. Could see potentially PlayStation Now on Xbox. There's a lot of weird things that this opens up the doors for if this case goes through. And again, no legal expert. I know bits and pieces just because of my day job, but it is wild the implications that this could have across the entire industry. And honestly, at the end of the day, as a consumer, you want Epic to win this. Like, neither company's your friend, neither company really cares about you. It's all about the Benjamins. But if Epic wins this, it is just the biggest dick slap across every concept of a closed garden, and it will basically change the entire landscape of gaming. And I'm fucking crazy. I'm fucking
You're
wild to see this happen.
Jay's fucking crazy.
Dude,
Quote that.
I'm fucking
going
crazy.
insane.
I'm fucking crazy.
Yeah, that was a true
Dude,
quote from David.
I'm just fucking hyped as hell for this because, man, I want the fallout from this to happen. I want Epic to win just to see the crazy fucked landscape we get after this, where we have to see PlayStation Now on fucking Xbox and we have to see Game Pass on.
Well, I don't think we have to.
I
don't think PlayStation's gonna want
their thing is it can't. No, that's part of the whole point of this is that Epic said, hey, we want to go ahead, put our own store and our own options on here. And Apple said, no, fuck you. You have to go through our means only. That is part of what this is all about, is that Apple said, no, fuck you. This is our store. We control what goes on here. And that's what all the proceedings are about. That is one of the implications of this, is that if Epic wins, it opens the doors to where companies can't deny a secondary store option in their platform.
No, so I'm saying is that they don't have to deny it, but I don't think Sony would bring their stuff over to another console. So PS Now is not happening.
Okay, well,
Sony's gonna keep that shit on there.
Have to, but let's face it. If they don't have to bring it over, but Microsoft still says, yeah, fuck it, we'll put Game Pass on PlayStation. There's no fucking way Sony's like, no, we're gonna keep fucking just our shitty ass PlayStation Now on our platform. That's exclusive. That's a selling point. They barely fucking care about it as it is. They'll probably throw it on there, but like, maybe we'll get a couple more bucks. That is literally what this is gonna come down to. Is basically fucking the concept of fucking exclusivity is gonna be gone after this, if fucking Epic wins. And I find that a wild time. I genuinely think it's going to happen, because at that point, there's no way that you let your competitor, you'll essentially potentially have to, in some capacity, let your competitor slap their dick on the table and go, okay, we're selling shit on your platform now. You'd be stupid not to then do the same. It is leaving money on the table that you're not taking for no reason.
Well, I mean, they still want people on PlayStation, though. That's kind of the thing, is Microsoft has concluded they don't really care about Xbox sales, obviously, which is kind of the thing that made fucking sense when they're like, hey, you don't make money on these consoles? Like, fucking no, we don't. That's why we literally don't give a shit about selling all these millions of consoles. Like, we've not been making money on them, so fucking...
But the current landscape is the thing.
No, I'm just saying... Yes. Yeah, no, we're in agreement. I'm just saying is that, like, that's... Microsoft does that. Granted, PlayStation... I'm sure they're loving being on top right now, and everyone buying a PlayStation 5, and I'm sure they're a lot more reluctant to put everything on everything else. I mean, they've been more open to it. PC ports are happening. There's gonna be more. I think people were looking through the codes and they found there were more slots open. So expect God of War on PC sometime soon, I'm sure. But
yeah, that's definitely happening.
Also expect it to spy on you like fucking Days Gone apparently now.
Oh, that's already happening. They saw
that's what I'm saying. Is
they saw what you did.
There's a shit ton of fucking.
They saw why you had to clean up your sofa cushions. Yeah, they saw.
Yeah, they saw David.
Sorry, David. They
saw
it.
Hell yeah.
Anything else to say about this, David? I know this was your story, so I kind of want you to see if you have anything else to say.
That's kind of it on my side. I mean, there's so many implications coming from this, and it's fucking wild to see what this will end up being by the end of it.
Correct.
Can't wait. Correct.
Correct. I mean, you know, David can't
his
wait.
Version of hell yeah.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. He's like, I can't wait to see more. Correct. That is how you feel.
This is how you feel. Are you fucking sorry?
Are you fucking sorry?
All right. This is so Overwatch. The Overwatch team had a like 2.5 hour live stream of.
Yeah. I watched almost none of it. I turned it on and they were talking, and I was like, I don't want to watch 2.5 hours of this. I saw enough. Yeah, none of them were Jeff. So I said, fuck it. Yeah, so the big thing they showed obviously was now each team will be 5 players, 1 tank, 2 damage, and 2 support, which is actually something that if you watch the gameplay that they showed a couple months ago was very apparent.
Yeah, you just never saw another tank in there, so we were like, okay, so that's weird. Unless it's just conveniently fucking, yeah, unless it was like very conveniently like fucking framed. Yeah, you only saw 5 people.
Which, hey, I know some people are like, but I'm totally okay with this. I don't know. No, I trust them to make the right call.
Yeah, so like I'm gonna trust them. I'm gonna play it. The kind of the hard part that sucks is that Overwatch as a series changes. You know, it's not like fucking if you really don't like Halo 5, you can go back to Halo 4. You know, this is Overwatch now. It's gonna get updated. The entire client's gonna get updated. So whether or not you like it, you're losing 6v6 for 5v5.
Yep.
So I'm hoping
which sucks for the people that do have a steady 6-player.
Yeah, I was saying that to my buddies. I was watching. I was like, dude,
you're gonna have to.
You know, you're gonna have everyone walk. You're gonna like a custom game. Everyone walks around, and you put the 2 tanks in the middle, and they got to fight it out to see who stays in the group and who leaves.
It's like the scene in Dark Knight where we're gonna have tryouts, and he just breaks the fucking pool cue, and like it's like whoever doesn't die is in the group.
Yeah.
Dude, this is the thing that is shitty about Overwatch 2 and Overwatch 1 sharing their multiplayer is that you can't even at least stay on Overwatch 1 and just kind of have the 6v6.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I hope that there's gonna be a classic version they just kind of keep on deck. But the problem,
I'm sure it'll be in the arcade mode. That's for
sure. The only issue is that they're gonna have to figure out what sort of patch to keep with it because they are heavily revamping the tanks to be solo. So Zarya had 4 bubbles that she can deploy each time now. So
which is great. I mean, I love it. I love that they're revamping the tanks like this because there's times where the tanks just feel like fucking they might as well be as weak as like Mercy. Like a fucking I'm talking about just like shrimpy.
Yeah, sometimes you just get melted. Like Winston had a whole new gun. He has like almost like a rifle gun that he's been using.
Yeah. Which looks like it'll actually make Winston fun to play. So
I like Winston right now. He's in a good spot.
No, sorry.
But
incorrect.
It does have weird implications for kind of the ripple effect. So like obviously like the Overwatch League is you're gonna fucking a lot of tank players are back on unemployment. And then the synergy of everything. I think it's something as we said that's fun when you're with a good tank duo. You know, if there's like a really good tank combo working and it just really synergizes really well, that's a lot of fun. So it sucks that won't happen. Chat box, I agree. Hopefully Bloodborne comes to PC. That'd be fucking awesome.
You know what? I hope it doesn't.
Oh wow.
Wow.
But there are some other stuff they did. So
like
they showed
it's fucking updated.
They showed I think 4 maps. They showed
Rome,
New York. Yeah, New York. Rio.
They showed Push, by the way, also. Which
they showed
cool.
Push.
I watched a little bit of that. Like that was like right when I because they're still streaming. I was like, I'll watch like a minute or so, and then I watched that. I was like, all right. Funny robot.
Yeah, they showed Push, and they showed the new one. I missed what the name was at the end. They showed May. May's gun doesn't freeze anymore. Now it just slows you down. So as long as you're shooting, you can shoot at May while she's trying to fucking freeze you rather than just I'm frozen.
I mean, hey, May was fucking annoying, especially since like if you don't know she's there, and she starts freezing, you're fucked.
Yeah, so that's a good change.
There's no way to survive that really. By the way, by the time you turn around to try to deal with her, you're fucking frozen.
Yeah, so that's a good change.
If you're weak, obviously. If you're a tank, you'll probably be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're weak at that point.
Right.
You get attacked by somebody else.
But yeah, no, it was them just kind of just talking about the game, kind of where their heads at. I mean, they've reiterated once again that it's still early in development. Things can change. So I think this game's going to be forever in early development.
Yeah.
But it was good to get PvP side, like because obviously if it's been always just PvE. Aaron Keller led it, so it's kind of interesting to hear.
They showed a lot of gameplay for PvP a couple months ago. They just talked a lot about PvE.
Yeah.
But PvP, they talked about a good amount.
Not comparatively, though. That's more where I'm getting at.
Yeah, but that makes sense considering PvE is fucking brand new for this game, and that's their biggest selling feature.
Sure, but I mean, you still.
shit that's free is not a selling feature. That's for sure. You can just get it, and like you don't need.
Yeah,
Overwatch
but still,
2.
But Overwatch
Do this.
lives and dies by its multiplayer. I think still, like if multiplayer
Sure,
is not getting played,
I
no
get
one
that,
cares.
but like if you're gonna sell Overwatch 2, then you're gonna take majority of the time selling the fucking thing you can't get unless you get Overwatch 2.
Yeah, my only counterpoint would be that we also haven't had a substantial update for Overwatch 1 in about a year. Like patches have been happening here.
You're not gonna get that.
No, that's what I'm saying. So they needed to talk about PvP like in a major way.
I thought they talked about it plenty. They showed all the new stuff. I thought they talked about it plenty, considering it was only like a 30-minute video a couple months ago. It's still like a 30-minute video. Yeah. It wasn't like it was like a 2.5-hour stream. They talked about it enough. They talked about the differences between the characters. They showed a lot of the map. They showed. They talked about how certain characters are different now.
Oh no,
Reinhardt.
They've done that, yeah. No, I agree with that. But I mean, it's nice to have like actual competitive, and they're talking about like how they're balancing and all that stuff, because that's the nice stuff I'm gonna care about. Like I'll play PvE a lot, obviously, but PvP is like the main selling point still to me for this series. But overall, it's pretty interesting the way they were talking about it. Obviously, it was super in depth and casual talks too. So nothing. If you didn't watch it, nothing really to miss. You can read the rundown, and yeah, obviously the biggest one was. We're going down to
5v5.
5v5, which
I like it. I think it's a good idea.
I'm gonna trust them. I don't know how I feel about it. I can go either way with it, because at the same time too, I think there's just been so much cool moments with 2 tanks, but there's also been a lot of bad, and we're no longer deal with 2 shields now, which is nice.
Yeah, I was about to say that's exactly why it's better.
But
this
then
way is because I'm so sick of having fucking 2 shields in your team, especially since some characters aren't viable at all when they used to be viable in any situation, in my opinion. I know some people are like, oh, they're not valuable. If you're good, then you could be viable when any.
Oh, currently, character. Right now, like literally,
you, like playing Hanzo when there's 2 shields is fucking pointless. You might as well not even do it, because you might be able to take out a straggler here and there, but for the most part, you're a damage. You're 1 of 2 damage, and you're not doing damage because there's 2 fucking shields in the way. And you might as well play as a character that can take down a shield way better than fucking Hanzo.
Hanzo's one of the best shield breakers.
I don't think so, especially since you could be doing way more flanking and shit than would a Hanzo. Like, yeah, unless they up him recently. I haven't played him in a while because he was fucking useless for the longest time. There's no point.
Yeah, usually when there's double shields, you go Hanzo just because you're able to break it with storm arrows pretty easily. Yeah, but the shields also took a hit too, so I don't know. Yeah, no, he goes through like you could make Reinhardt drop a shield pretty quickly if you're just shooting arrows in that thing.
Sure. But if that's all you're gonna be doing throughout the game,
yeah, no, either way, it's not fun. It's not fun shooting a shield.
I don't know. When I was playing Hanzo and I had to do that shit, it was fucking pointless, because there's another shield, especially like if it was Orisa, she could drop her shield every 5 fucking seconds. Back then, now it's a little harder.
So, but it's also gonna be.
I completely stopped playing Hanzo because it was just not even fun. It was destroying shields the game. It was like, all right, cool. And like if I'm gonna have to destroy shields, I want to also be able to flank, which you can as Hanzo, but you're gonna get fucked up if you're gonna try.
The only issue I have with the single tank is gonna be they have to really make sure that the non-shield tanks are viable. So like I'm thinking right now is if I play Roadhog, like are all my teams gonna get fucked by Widow? And also it's gonna be toxic as hell as if you're a tank player, because you're gonna get team blamed every time your fucking team loses. Like more so than anything else. So usually it's DPS sucks or healer sucks, and you can point to both healers or whatever. But now it's like, oh, if you lose, they're gonna fucking target the single tank dude. So yeah, and then imagine like if you're playing fucking Wrecking Ball or Roadhog, there's no shield to protect your fucking teammates from snipers. So it's like there's a lot to consider.
Yeah. Well, they also should consider fucking themselves in the ass. How about that? Like, how about this? Why don't you go get a fucking life, you fucking loser?
All right, they're talking about the Overwatch team.
You ever think of that? You ever think of that? How about this? Oh, I'm not healing you or supporting you at all? That's right, because I don't know you. Who the fuck are you? You pay my bills? Eat my ass. How about that? How about that? Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm not giving you shield. You know why? Because I don't need to do anything. I'm not your guardian. I don't need to protect you and raise you.
Should there be...
You do it yourself.
Should there be an OnlyFans called Only Heals, and someone's got to pay you monthly for a subscription, but you'll pocket them, though?
Yeah, I'll pocket them. I won't be happy about it, but I'm getting paid. So.
$15 a month, like, and I'll pocket you in your games. It's okay.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. I don't want to hear it. And you have to mute your fucking mic, too, because I don't want to hear you. So I don't want to hear a word. I don't care if it's a thank you. I don't care. You better use that radio wheel, because I'm not fucking listening to you.
But yeah,
You
it's
better map
interesting.
a thank you to a button because I'm not listening to it.
If you're interested in all this stuff, like going super in depth in that, it was an interesting watch. It was a long watch, but a lot of cool stuff. You gotta see the maps. The maps are really really cool.
They're pretty cool. Yeah.
They
we saw them before, so I didn't feel like I needed to see it again.
I saw again
a minute of push gameplay. That was it.
They did show one whole new map like that wasn't even shown. They didn't even play it. They were just like, this is what it looks like real quick. And then what else was there?
Nothing. That was it.
Yeah, pretty much. Interesting to see Aaron Keller take the reins on that.
Yeah, I saw his developer update.
Yeah,
and the camera was fucking so close to his face. I was like, Jesus, zoom it out. It was so fucking close to his face. I was like, what the fuck?
All right.
I had to go back to old Jeff from the Overwatch team. Well, Jeff from formerly from the Overwatch team. I had to go back to see if it was so close to his face in the previous ones, and it wasn't. So I was like, I don't know.
All right,
here's zoom it back out a little bit.
Here's a quick thing that just kind of popped up is Jeff Grubb here. Hit or miss on some of his rumors, so take it with a grain of salt, obviously. He's doubling down, saying Starfield is exclusive to Xbox and PC. You have to imagine that, I'm assuming, depending on the work. I mean, I think Jason Schreier kind of complimented this, saying that work didn't take place till too recently. I think like 2019, I think. But that you'd imagine
they announced the fucking games in 2019. No,
yeah.
It's announced in 2018.
Yeah, but considering it was only like a fucking screenshot. I was like, okay.
Elder Scrolls is never coming out. Elder Scrolls 6 will be out for the 50th anniversary of Skyrim.
You have to imagine that
on the PS8
that there was a PS4 version that was being developed though at some point, you know. So it's interesting to imagine that, like, okay, well.
What for
I think there would have been, because honestly,
yeah.
It was close enough to where they would have had development kits for the next gen. So
I
doubt they were actually working on that.
I went back. I wanted to listen to see where our thoughts were, and we were kind of like 50-50 on whether or not Starfield would be.
I wouldn't be surprised if Starfield is exclusive or isn't exclusive. That one's what would surprise me is if any of the other franchises they have is, like, if Fallout and Elder Scrolls. I want to say Skyrim because that might as well be the franchise now. If Elder Scrolls or Fallout is exclusive, because that would piss people off. People are gonna be pissed if this is true. But if not Skyrim, fucking Elder Scrolls or fucking Fallout, especially fucking Elder Scrolls, people are gonna be pissed. Dude,
do you think that there's a
big? Be real mad.
Do you think there's a real big leg to stand on when you can fucking still stream it on xCloud?
Well, if people don't have a good connection, or like they don't have any place to stream it, like if all they have is a PlayStation 5, then I mean, I guess I'd feel for them. But by the time Elder Scrolls 6 comes out, it'll be 6 anyway.
We're talking about a franchise that got its start on PC, is predominantly still viewed as a PC game that happened to get some okay-ish console ports, but console generations with Oblivion up, well, technically Morrowind and up.
Morrowind was Xbox exclusive. Oblivion was exclusive
at first.
For consoles, yes.
Yeah, but no, for a year. And then the PS3 version I heard ran really bad, which is you could say the same for a lot of PS3 ports. A lot of them ran bad compared to 360.
Yeah, there was save data issues that caused it to happen. It was the same issue with
BioShock was the same way. BioShock, when it finally came out on PS3, because people forget that was an Xbox exclusive for about a year. Same thing with Mass Effect 2. People forget Mass Effect 2 was exclusive for a year.
Was it?
Yeah, it was. It came out a year later.
And Mass Effect 1 was straight up, until the trilogy.
Still is. Yeah, but you couldn't buy it single, like it by itself. You would have to buy that trilogy to get it. But yeah, Mass Effect 2 came out a year later. It was only on 360 when it first came out, which was like a huge get for sure. Mass Effect 1 was pretty big. I mean,
God, can you imagine Microsoft just bought Mass Effect?
I mean, BioWare has always been an Xbox, like KOTOR 1 and 2, even though that's not BioWare. KOTOR 1 and Jade Empire, like those are fucking Xbox original only games. I think they're on PC also.
So
console-wise, it's only on those.
I would not be surprised if Elder Scrolls does stay exclusive. I think Microsoft is leaning on the fact that you got PC, you can stream it on your phone if you fucking want, or stream it on your computer or wherever. Like,
maybe, you know, by that time, maybe, because by the time Elder Scrolls 6 comes out, I think literally everyone will have an internet connection that can run fucking anything at maximum setting.
Dude, the US is still struggling to fucking update its infrastructure. There's no fucking way.
Sure, but by the time Elder Scrolls 6 comes out, it'll be 2045, so it doesn't matter.
But also, like,
not even a joke. I bet it's gonna be at least 10 years before
I've tested xCloud on like pretty shit Wi-Fi, and it still wasn't bad. And then you got to imagine that people who are running on good Wi-Fi in their homes that are updating these fucking consoles would like have enough of a speed to work. In fact, it's a funny story. I was at the game shop about a month or two or so ago back, and someone just bought a PS5, and he took it to the shop to get updated because he didn't have internet, or really good internet at all.
Oh no!
He had like hotspot everything at his home.
Oh, that sucks.
So he was looking at an update, and he's like, and I guess he skipped a generation. So he was like, oh, is updating just a thing? And I'm like, oh, you're going to be updating everything. And the store Wi-Fi wasn't that great. So they're looking at it. It's like taking like 20 hours, and that's on store Wi-Fi, and that's not including like hotspotting on your fucking phone. And I'm telling him that. I'm like, yeah, you're going to have to update like all your games. And he's like, well, guess I'm gonna go sell this thing, I guess. He was like super excited, but he saw that
he could sell it for way more than he fucking bought it for us.
Yeah, because he didn't know because he missed last generation of consoles, so he didn't realize that.
If you missed last generation of consoles, just buy a PS4 Pro. What the fuck are you doing? Like, you have so many games to get for so cheap.
Well, he didn't know that. He just came across an
I know,
opportunity.
you should have told him that. You should grab him by the fucking face.
Well, I mean, he's in a fucking game shop.
I don't care. Neck and then tell him, you motherfucker, first of all, kiss on the cheek, because you know you don't want to be passionate, and then tell him to sell that PS5 for fucking expensive, and then buy like four PS4 Pros. Fuck it, you can probably buy that.
Chatbox says, speaking of Mass Effect, I've been playing the first one for the first time and I'm loving it. I'm sure you guys already talked about it, but I missed it. Yeah, Gore went about it at the beginning of the podcast.
It's really good. It's a really good remaster. They did a great job, and I did not like the original. When I first, I tried to play it like 3 times, and I just couldn't. This time I liked it because they updated that gunplay. Gunplay's good. I will say I don't like the biotic powers at all in Mass Effect 1. I'm glad I went with more guns, because the fucking biotic powers that I had, because I chose a class that was Vanguard, which is like a mix of both. So, and none of the powers, all of them kind of sucked. And I was like, and I started playing Mass Effect 2, and I went straight up Adept. Which is I was gonna go with Vanguard again, but I was like, you know what, I want to really focus on biotic powers because I really like that stuff. And immediately I'm just fucking whipping them out, and it's so good. I killed like 10 droids with just biotic powers.
I booted up really Mass Effect 1. I stopped like immediately because like I kind of want to watch Invincible and get that over with before I get spoiled. Right. But I booted up, and I didn't know that hitting default immediately just threw you into soldier. I thought when I hit default that it just put the name, then I'd skip past the name, and then just skip past giving me my fucking class. And I played about 15 minutes. I'm like, this doesn't feel right. And so I went back and reset. I'm like, oh, you got to actually enter everything custom. I'm like, okay, well.
Yeah. Did you make your own character? Because I decided, because I went with FemShep, and I decided, you know what? I'm going to go with the default appearance. Because I always go with like a custom character.
Yeah.
And all the marketing has the default shepherds.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I kind of want to play the game what is considered canon shepherd, I guess, if just visually.
I did get it's weird. Yeah, I'm going
her
default.
Her eyes are giant. Her eyes are just like, she looks like she's seen some shit.
I did get the Legendary Edition. You want me to see how the paint job is on that? I haven't even opened it yet.
Sure.
Let me go look at that. While we're doing that,
it's gonna take a little bit.
I don't know if you guys want to talk more about this or not. Do you want me to switch to the next story while I do that, or? Actually, you know what? How about this?
Yeah, I'm done.
Because
I've said nothing about this, so.
Do you care?
Oh yeah, say.
No.
Oh,
you don't care? Well, let's talk about this.
There you go. You can talk about this, and then I'll get everything all set up, because I know David has a lot to say right now.
So, a moment of silence for Kentaro Miura. Even I scripted his last name a lot, so I probably still didn't get it right. Creator of Berserk. First started being serialized back in '89. and has been one of the most influential mangas of all time, to the point where even on my anime list, it is considered the #1 most rated manga in existence. This has literally been the guy's magnum opus. He's been working on it for most of his life, and the cruel bit of irony here is that we were actually starting to wrap up the story. We were actually getting to the end of Berserk, and unfortunately, Kentaro met his end before Berserk did. So this kind of falls into that category of it's unfortunate because I imagine he really wanted to finish this. This was his life's work. If there is such a thing as an afterlife or anything, I can't imagine the feeling of frustration that would come from dying before you finish what you set out to kind of achieve. And it's amazing the impact that has been felt from this. In Final Fantasy 14, servers were doing big tributes to him.
It was trending for a little while too, which is like, that's crazy for like almost anybody that's like, that just is a writer, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because actors will get like trending on Twitter and Facebook, all these places, and he was trending for like a solid, like a full day, just like thousands of tweets, and people just like the guys that made Castlevania, like that was a big inspiration, was Berserk. You could see it. Even I barely watch anything Berserk related. The only thing I watch is those movies that nobody likes. That's it. Which is the main story of the beginning of the manga, I guess, like the prequel stuff.
It kind of goes into like some of the stuff we didn't get with the original OVA anime series, but
I think I watched maybe a couple episodes of that, but I don't think I ever watched like the whole thing. I probably watched like just randomly. Like I used to watch all those dark animes, so I'm sure I watched Hellsing when I was a kid and shit.
Oh,
it's good.
Great shit.
Hellsing's great. X. Do you remember X? It was like this really fucked up anime movie about like angels and shit. I don't remember anything about it, but there was like a bunch of decapitations. That's all I remember from it. It was like really fucked up and gritty. I was like, whoa, it's like really dark.
Yeah, it came out around during that time of like Genocyber and like a bunch of other shit like that.
Patlabor. Is that was it? Patlabor? Patlabor? How you pronounce it?
Yeah.
Patlabor? Okay. It was like a mech, but it was like, it was rated.
Yeah, it was kind of one of the series that inspired Anno with some of his Evangelion stuff.
Right. Yeah. So it's sad. I always wanted to go back and watch a lot of the old Berserk stuff. I know the new Berserk shit is terrible. Like, I know the new anime is garbage.
You gotta show me which one to watch still, David.
Just
I sent you the link for that already.
Okay.
Isn't there just one old one and that's it?
There was one 26-episode series that was the original anime run, and that's the only good one to watch.
Yeah. I didn't mind the anime movies that came out, but I guess you have to.
The only thing that's nice about the newer ones they did is that they included Skull Knight back into it. Beyond that, the animation is fucking garbage.
Yeah, I mean, there's times where it looks okay. It's times where like when they're not moving too much, it looks fine. But when it's, I remember like when it's like really picking up in action, it looks pretty bad. But the new anime, I saw like people posting like a montage of just all of the really fucked up animation, which was a lot, and it's just like people in the background like just kind of like they're like almost T-posing in a way, and just like there's no facial reactions at all to anything. It looked really shit. And I remember that was supposed to be a continuation of the movies, like in style. I know obviously it's gonna be, but it's supposed to be that same style. So I was like, I didn't mind the movies at all. They looked fine for, I'm assuming, kind of lower budgeted animations.
No, they were high budget.
Oh well, they fucked up then.
Exactly.
So I don't know what happened there. I thought they were low budget because maybe, I know Berserk's huge, but I just thought maybe that was like lower budget because they're doing CG animated. I don't know. I don't know why they did CG animated. It's so weird. Like I don't mind CG animation in anime as long as it's fucking just used. Like in season 4 of Castlevania, there's a few scenes where they use 3D animation, but it's only certain moments. So I just don't understand why. I know it's easier, I get that, but like if you have the budget, then why not just go full on 2D? I don't.
Yeah, it can be used as a great filler tool, but the problem is that so much in order to like cut corners is done with animation. Like Overlord is a series that seasons 1 and 2 had really good use of CG. Season 3 has that kind of Berserk syndrome where they kind of fixed it up in the Blu-ray release. But one of my favorite ones is there's this legion of soldiers that clap, and the CG is literally like their hands don't even connect. It's just like a toy monkey.
It's like crowds in the older SmackDown versus Raw games or something. It's just like it's like what the fuck? What is this one doing? It's just like JPEG. It's not even a GIF. It's a JPEG.
Chat box in the chat says Dark Souls, which was my favorite series, takes huge inspiration from Berserk.
Yep.
I mean, anything with a giant sword pretty much takes like Cloud from
that was literally part of the inspiration.
There is a part. Hey, David, there is a part in season 4 of Castlevania that I don't even watch Berserk. Immediately, I was like, Berserk. You'll see. You'll know exactly what it is. It's a fucking awesome part too. But yeah. So and I think the writer for Castlevania wanted to do a Berserk show.
Yes,
he really wanted to do one.
To do it.
It's a shame though.
So wait. So tell me. So what's the deal with the series, the manga?
It was almost done.
Manga he's been working on since '89, and it's now never going to be finished. Which the cruel irony of it, as we were talking about this a little bit ago, is that he was actually working finally towards the resolution of the story. Everything had a kind of crescendo feeling where all the kind of final parties were gathering together, and all the heroes, all the protagonists and all the antagonists were kind of there's no heroes in Berserk, but all the protagonists and antagonists were kind of reaching the conclusion to where there was an air of finality to it all, where it's really hard to talk about without spoiling, but like there was an air of acceptance and an air of okay, this is it. And it was just palpable how much it's like, no, we are finally gonna end this fucking 30+ year fucking saga. And unfortunately, Kintaro landed before the manga did.
Chatbox
do you think someone will come in to try to finish it?
Yeah, Chatbox says, I hope someone on his team could finish it. Maybe he told someone how he wanted to end before he died.
I make it because I don't see that happening, honestly. I was asking David, and right when his answer happened, I was like, yeah, there's no way, because I don't know him, obviously, not much, but 32 years, like. I don't know.
It reminds me kind of.
It almost seemed kind of disrespectful if someone came in and said, "Well,
you think so?" Because wasn't Wheel of Time? Wheel of Time did that, right? Where Wheel
of Time was that?
That's a book series that was really, really, really highly regarded.
Well, I mean, you could bring up a lot of book series like the Bourne books. The Bourne.
Yeah, Wheel of Time was Terry Pratchett, right?
I think so. Yeah, it was Terry Pratchett, and then he died, and then someone that he knew very closely with them finished it up, and it was apparently really well done too.
Okay,
here's the thing, though, is like,
I don't think Berserk will end poorly if someone else does that, but it's just like I don't know if even like I'm assuming the family now owns that, right? I don't know who owns Berserk. So.
Yeah, rights are really weird in Japan.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And also, the Japanese have more. I don't know. There's like a lot of Japanese culture is more like
closely guarded. It's
closely guarded.
That's sacred. That's why whenever a voice actor dies, they never recast them usually. That's why we've never had fucking the attendant there in the Persona game speak new lines since. Every Igor there, every line he's spoken in the last couple Persona games has just been rehashed of his old lines.
Oh, really?
And it's because his original voice actor died. That's why Phil in Kingdom Hearts 3 doesn't talk at all. The voice actor for him died. It's a very common thing that once a certain person who's betrayed something dies, there's a finality to it. Dragon Ball is one of the few examples I can think of.
The Bulma voice actor died?
Yeah. And also is one of the few times I can think of where an entirely different creator continues on, because Toriyama isn't doing the Dragon Ball Super stuff. Someone else that was basically originally started doing Dragon Ball fan stuff actually got brought on by Toriyama to work on Super, and then has been leading the story since then. And that's one of the few examples I can think of where someone other than the original creator continued it. Usually when the original creator's not involved, it's just done. And honestly, just look at some of the manga panels for that, man. No one is properly gonna get the level of detail and just gripping sense of depravity and emotion that can come out of Berserk's art. I mean, that's kind of why a lot of people hate, especially the CG in the newer Berserk anime. Is like the original anime did a good job of kind of capturing the feel, but nothing compares to just some of the spreads that he would do for this manga. It is insane the level of attention to detail he had, and just the foreboding atmosphere that goes into so much of his work. It would honestly be disrespectful for anyone else to touch it. Like, maybe if anything, if there is ever maybe? Like I can maybe, or honestly more like the Half-Life 3 route, where maybe one day someone's like, hey, this was the plan, here you go, do with it as you will. Okay. I would almost rather
I'd say the adaptation. I think adaptation would be cool. Like if I mean, the Castlevania guys ain't gonna do it, but like if another Japanese studio just adapted his graphic novel into a real 2D animation, like and continued it, and then concluded it in their own way, I think that would be respectful. But what I was insinuating, like they wouldn't touch the graphic novel. I mean, not graphic, the manga. They wouldn't finish it like that, you know.
Yeah,
that would be disrespectful. I think
if they did like an anime thing, that's a different. I mean, it's very common for anime to just go entirely different routes in the mangas, anyways. Case in point, fucking Promised Neverland, that fucking garbage.
Oh yeah.
Fucking season 2.
I heard that second season's fucking. Because I heard the manga is great, still, but the
manga's phenomenal. The manga's already done, and it was just.
Yeah, and I like, I don't know too much, but I watched Moist Critical. I'm sure people know who he is. You know, he's popular. Anyway, he's the Penguin Zero on YouTube, but he calls himself Moist Critical. Whatever. He's like the long-haired guy.
Oh, is that the reaction gif of the
yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I've seen that gif.
Yeah. Well, anyway, he talked about it, and I watched the video, and he talked about how like there's things that like there's storylines in the manga that they literally have in flashbacks, and it's like quick flashbacks. It's just like a picture.
there's an entire story arc in the manga that's literally one still, and it's like you may as well just not have that because there's no context to it.
Right.
Reading the manga, it's like there is so much. There is so much you fucking miss out on the storyline, and it's so many weird, confusing. Like literally, one of the most fan favorite storylines is missing, and it's so fucking heartbreaking because that first season of Promised Neverland is phenomenal. There is like one weird thing where it's like, okay, you're really stretching my, plausible deniability here. You're really stretching it, but I'm gonna go with it anyways because the rest of this is phenomenal. And if you ever watch it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about when you get to it. But aside from that one thing, it's phenomenal and such a faithful adaptation. And then season 2 happens. Oh my!
I was thinking of watching season 1, and then I heard season 2 was so fucking terrible that I was just like, well, does season 1 end on some sort of finality where it's just like you can kind of like, oh, it does? Okay, then
you could honestly just watch season 1, and honestly, I feel it ends in a way where it allows there to be more because, of course, there was more.
Right.
But if you were just to watch it and let it end there, it's like, well, that happened. Okay, well, that leads me to imagine things and allows me to be creative with how it goes from here.
You know what that reminds me of? Did you ever see an anime called Orphan?
Yes.
Yeah,
Sorcerer Orphan.
When I was Sorcerer Scion of Sorcery, or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
I loved the first season of that show. I remember watching it, and then like I think it was like a year after I watched it. There was a video game that came out on PS2, and
it was a launch title, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was. Maybe it was like a year after. I didn't get the PS2 at launch, so I watched that anime, and then I learned that there was a PS2 game. I was like, oh, cool. And then I learned there was a second season. And then I was like, oh man, I can't wait to watch that. And I eventually did, I think years later. And holy shit. I thought the second season was fucking awful. Like it was just like all a joke. The second season, like everything was a joke. It was all stupid shit. I remember, even as a kid, I hated it. So that's what I'm getting vibes of from Promised Neverland.
Yeah, no, it is. I still highly recommend. Not Berserk, but still, Promised Neverland season 1. I still highly recommend. That is a fucking masterpiece.
Right.
But man, don't even bother with season 2. It is fucking wildly not worth it.
Right.
But to kind of go back to Berserk, I almost would kind of, again, the order of what I would want to happen is ideally if we're gonna have some kind of like, if Kentaro did reveal to someone what his ending plan was, just do the Half-Life 3 thing of like, hey, we know you've been waiting so long for this, it's probably never going to happen, so just here's the summary, here's what happens. Fine, all right, I'd rather just kind of read it and be like, okay, cool, that's how that was going to end, and just kind of have like some semblance of closure, because we're never going to get real closure. Right. Secondly, I'd want nothing to happen. But alternatively, if we're still going to get something, then fine. Do an anime adaptation, reboot it from scratch, actually go through.
Yeah, and they can change
as
things
much
too.
as you can, because there's still certain things in Berserk that I would bet fucking money we will never see in an adaptation. There's like one storyline, for instance.
I'm surprised what I saw was in a fucking anime, because it was fucking brutal. Like, it's like the ending of the third arc. What is it called? The Golden Arc. The third movie of the Golden. Yeah, whatever it's called. Yeah. Like, I knew that was coming, because that was one of the few things about Berserk I knew was that moment. And it was still like, there's a part in there that I'm like, fucking whoa. It's just like, I'm watching this on Netflix. I'm like,
is that where I watch this, or?
No, don't watch that.
I have no idea what you're talking about, so it sounds like it'd be cool.
Well, yeah.
No, I sent you the YouTube link. I'll resend it again so you get it fresh.
The thing I watched was 3 movies that retell the anime, right? Pretty much what
kind of the first movie retells the anime. The other 2 are kind of newer.
Newer. Okay,
Chat
so I watched those 3
movies. The manga.
Or you could just
read them like 100%. Just read the manga,
or do it, David, and just read the Wikipedia.
Yeah.
He looked at the camera when he said that. It looked like
do
but no, read the manga 100%, because again,
I want to get those like really nice books they have on Amazon.
Yeah, I saw everybody everybody whipping those out, and I was like, those look so good.
They're gonna probably jump in price for a bit.
As the black no, I'm sure it's already fucking. I'm sure they already were expensive to begin with, but
yeah, they're like $40-$50 per volume.
God damn it!
How many volumes are there?
Right now, they just released the 8th one.
Oh, okay, that's not bad. I thought way more.
There's like thousands of chapters though. So
yeah, okay, yeah. About some volumes, like they only put like a few well, not few, but like they put like 30 or 40. So yeah, no, go ahead, open.
I'll want to look and see how much those are really quick.
Yeah, I kind of want to, because I was really close to buying Invincible, and I was like, I kind of want to see it as a show instead, because I'm more of a show person.
Yeah, and to Chatbox, Dark Horse does do very limited runs quite often with this stuff, so fuck yeah, get them all you can, definitely.
Yeah, let me see. I just want to see if the manga is like #1 right now, like on Amazon. I'm sure it is, right? Yeah, it is right now. Science fiction manga, it's #1 best-selling.
Yeah,
it's temporarily out of stock.
It's weird. It's in science fiction. It is 100%.
It'd be more fantasy.
Yeah. It is fucking dark fantasy, because that's the other thing too about Berserk that is intriguing. Is it is still one of the only like real Western style fantasies in anime and manga.
Wait, it says book 9 of 41.
No, I guess that answers the question. Is we're gonna have 41 of those fucking big ass volumes.
Oh my god! Oh no! You better save up some space on that fucking shelf. It's like, I'll watch it on YouTube. So
it's one of those things that honestly, I recommend watching it just to at least see if you would like it, because if you're going to be reading the manga,
it's fucking grim. Commitment. It's fucking depressing too, from what I watched. Yeah,
I mean, just how it starts, and especially anything involving fucking Guts' backstory is fucking wild. But I mean, fucking. Oh man, there's just so much with that series we can't even say on Twitch.
Yeah,
but no,
just the story I saw in those movies is just like, Jesus Christ. Like if that was done better, then that would be one of the best animes I've ever seen. But like, because it was even when I watched it, I was like, it was okay.
Fucking nice though.
Dude, if that animation in Berserk was like the quality of animes we have now, it would have been amazing. Like even like a My Hero wouldn't really fit that art style, but just like quality level is what more I'm going for, not that style, because it wouldn't fit big eyes and shit and fucking like I mean, Berserk, they still have big eyes, but not quite the same. But yeah, it's sad. Anyway, what were we looking at?
No, I'm trying. I'm adding these all to the cart. I think only 3
Yeah,
is the
give
one
it
that's like outsold or sold out right now currently.
That's the one where Guts finds a cute puppy and then the demons fucking murder it. That's like I'm sure that's every issue is Guts finds a person, they're dead.
If I want,
yeah, I mean that is the best way to summarize the whole series.
I mean, I figured.
Guts finds a person or animal or creature, and it's dead.
And it's dead. The end. He builds up, I'm assuming, some sort of a relationship, maybe a friendly bond, and then he dies. And then
sometimes it's not even that. Sometimes he just looks at it and it fucking explodes, and then it's fucked.
And then it's fucked.
Yes.
Damn. Are they still making that Berserk anime, the 3D one, or did they cancel that?
No, that was done with the 3rd movie.
Thank you for the subscription.
No, I'm talking about the series, the show.
Oh no, that ended with just the 26 episodes.
Okay,
and that was way back in the early 2000s.
Early 2000s.
There's 7 volumes out right now.
What?
There's 7 volumes out right now. If you want,
no, there's 9. I just saw volume 9.
Pre-orders.
Well, fuck you. You ain't gonna read it anyway.
So if you want 1 through 7, it's gonna cost you $276 before tax.
Oof.
I'm sorry, but I don't have that money. I'm gonna have to say no.
Time to sell that thing.
I also can't read, so.
I would say normally I'd say support the creator because in the case of Berserk, it's fucking worth it. But
those are really nice fucking.
That's a lot of them.
Those are really nice.
You could probably get it for cheaper digitally.
Oh, I'm sure, but I've always thought.
Actually, I think it says it on Kindle right there. Actually, the paperbacks I think are cheaper. So if you want to get those,
even when I wasn't even like looking to read this, every time Wario 64 posts it, I'm always tempted because they look really good. Like
which one?
The deluxe editions? Yeah, he posts them every now and then whenever they're up.
Yeah,
and they look really fucking good.
They do look good. I really like the covers.
Yeah.
I like how simple they are, and each one look exactly the same too.
Yeah, and they look really good on the shelf.
What do the spines look like? Yeah, what do the spines look like? I haven't ever seen that because that's what you're gonna see most of the time anyway.
Here, I'll put it in the.
Maybe I'll get one, because I was starting to.
Look at that spine right there.
Yeah, that's good.
And then they got that neat little bookmark thingy.
Oh, the little bookmark thing.
Yeah, I like those.
The way it was meant
tassel
to be presented
as a book. It was never a book.
I'm contemplating it.
Buy it, pussy. Just buy this one and see if you like it.
Yeah, I'll buy number 3.
Well, no, I meant why are you on 3? Fuck.
I had to open it because you had to buy it from someone separate because they don't have that directly through Amazon.
What are you normal?
I'm just trying to eat cereal.
Even as you.
What do I do?
Oh, what do I do?
What do I do? Can we watch that clip? Because now we're all sad because he passed away. We need some funny.
What I even? You know what? I can't play audio through.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
We'll do it later. We can just remember it.
I just never forget. I'm gonna think about this.
Sure David has no idea what we're talking about because he left when we were talking about that.
I'm thinking about it still though.
Buy it. Well, don't think about this one. Think about the first one. Get the first volume. What are you doing? Get the first volume. Hurry up. It's going to be sold out.
Well, it's already temporarily out of stock, so it doesn't matter.
Well, it's going to be sold out forever. And this one's not coming until June 17th, it says.
So anyway, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, so for the third one. Oh, how about you have a local library? See if they have it.
And then steal it.
I know I'm going to like it. That's the thing. Is I'm positive I'm going to like it. I love fucked up things like that. But
but this one's like fucked up in a different way though.
Yeah, no, there's
not killing of a secret.
Like Invincible was like definitely the kind of fucked up thing that I definitely wanted.
I know.
I'm just saying. Oh no, I know. I'm saying is that's the kind of like route I'm down where I'm like, yeah, let's just get it. Like
steps though.
Sure.
Yeah.
I still want to watch
the ending to that fucking third Golden Arc movie or whatever it's called. Fucked me up. I remember it was like, and if that was poorly done, then I can only imagine how fucking fucked up it is in the manga form.
Oh, dude, because again, his level and attention to detail.
Tell me one like really like don't spoil like a main thing, but tell me like one like really like side thing because I'm sure there's more fucked up things that happen that aren't like entirely.
Well, there's the infamous rape horse.
See, there you go.
I don't think Was that in the fucking Golden Arc?
I don't think it was in the Golden.
I'm just saying,
I
tell me a
know about that.
tell me a detail that's not pertinent to like the actual main story that I'm like, okay, that's the thing that's like.
Well, I mean, the harsh part with Berserk is everything's pertinent to the main story.
Yeah, I was about to say because
there is no filler.
Yeah, from what I've seen, there doesn't seem like a lot of filler.
See, Chatbox says the first page of the manga sets the tone.
Yeah.
What is?
Well, tell me the first page. What's the first page?
It's Guts' birth.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
Okay, it comes out the butt. That's weird.
Butts is.
Oh, fuck! If only.
Yo, I'm so badass. It came out the ass.
If only it was that simple.
That's a letter from your friend.
I like that.
Commander Anderson.
It's nice, like cardboard looking thing too.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, where it's the first panel, I mean, I may as well describe it. I mean, it's a self-performed fucking C-section.
Okay.
Oh, that's funny because
he eats his own way out.
Oh shit! Hell yeah! I think that might have been in the Golden Eye. That sounds familiar. Was that in the Golden Eye?
I know it was in the original OVA. They made mention of it.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll see.
I might have to watch.
I might buy it tonight. I might just I get paid tonight. Whatever.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. Chatbox says no. The very first page is Guts fucking a lady that turns into a demon.
Oh, okay. Okay. Wow,
well, both of them
oh, that one.
Oh, eating his way out a different way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yum yum yum.
No,
yum,
but no, there's some fucked up shit because like when they did the Berserk game, there's still a whole story arc that they skipped over.
I forgot to actually show that.
Oh, did you get that completed box?
No, I got it. I remember showing it to you guys a little while ago because I got it new. Remember?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I sold it, and then someone was selling a used copy, so I got the used copy because I didn't want to open it. I wanted to sell it new. So I got that.
I
can play it.
Fucking got to track down a box for my copy again at some point.
Yeah, I heard it wasn't great, but
it's a good game.
Anyway, if you like
Dynasty Warriors, it's fucking the Berserk storyline with Dynasty Warriors. I mean, again, there's still elements missing from Berserk, but
is it done well? The story?
It's done very well. It covers a lot more of the story that's in other things.
All right, cool.
Actually, it basically goes almost right up to like the first major skip that there was in the writing of the manga when they had to sail across the sea. But no, it does. It's a speed run of the story for sure, but it's done pretty well.
Oh my god, copies are selling out hard on eBay right now. Of Berserk and the Band of the Hawk. The last used one was sold for $150.
Holy fuck!
Yeah, I should have kept my sealed copy. Not like I would fucking ever know, but yeah. Anyway, I got a copy.
Let this be a warning to you, One Piece fans. You're next.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, One Piece. I feel like One Piece is a little different because every episode is exactly the same as each one.
Apparently, it gets wilder and differenter because I have a friend that's been following it from nearly the beginning, and we're fucking 15 some odd years into this shit, and the creators outright said, "Yeah, no, we're like halfway through the story."
How old is this man?
Fuck you, we're halfway through.
How old is this man? Like 80 years old? The fuck?
Okay. Well, first off, so really quick, no forces. Since we're talking about demons ad, can you ask Gore now? I'm not sure what that means.
Huh?
He just says, since we're talking about demons ad, I don't know what that means. What I was gonna say is I get bugged whenever Demon Slayer.
Oh, Demon Slayer. What about it?
Do be good.
I still have to watch the last 5 episodes.
What I was gonna say is I get bugged when people say like this story is meant to go fucking 30 years. It's like you didn't plan for this to be fucking 30 years. Like it got successful and then it suddenly became that. Like have your story at least like an idea. Well, like
I think that's fine as long as you keep it entertaining and enjoyable. But I don't think most stories do. So I would say like, hey, when fucking Walking Dead announced they were ending, I was like, good. You should have ended fucking years ago. Even though I heard the newer seasons have been pretty good, but I feel like they should have ended it with the Negan arc. I mean, I know there was more to it, but like it was starting to get stale. And by the time Negan's arc ended, I was like, you know what? I'm done. I skipped a few episodes, got to the end of Negan's arc, and I was like, I'm good. I don't need to watch anymore, and I haven't watched any since, besides for little snippets here and there of things they did from the comics.
And you know what? I still stand by the fact that The way they ended the fucking comic, fucking incredible.
Yeah, yeah.
I love that he just straight up just ended it. Didn't even fucking warn anyone. Just said, "Hey, that's the last comic." Everyone's like, "What the fuck?"
I did get the last comic eventually, and I did read it, and I was like, "Yeah, that's good."
Yeah,
I never read the rest of it. I read all the way to 100, and then a little. No, I started.
You got to the Negan arc in both of them, and you're like, "All right, that's good."
No. I started it at the Negan arc because I read the first like 30, 40 issues, whatever was in the first compendium. Because that's
48.
So I read all that, and then I skipped until Negan shows up, which was 100, right? Exactly. Yeah. And then I read all the way until I'll just Heads on Pikes.
Yeah.
I read past that.
Dracula himself shows up.
Yeah, when Dracula shows up, it was really weird. Vampires and zombies. What is this, a Resident Evil game? They can put them all in there. Werewolves next? Come on. Crazy. Anyway. What were we talking about? I forgot it.
Pat Sajak.
Oh yeah, rest in peace.
I'm contemplating those books. It's almost $300 after tax, but
you should just buy one right now and see if you even fucking like it.
I can promise you I'll like it.
You hate it. No, you might hate it. What's if you're like you open the first page and it says Adrian sucks dick? You'd be like, well, that's a personal attack. What the fuck?
I'm also now worried these games are gonna be just sold out.
Sold out?
Oh yeah, they're most assuredly. I'm not gonna bother getting them. Like, if my thought is at this point, I should have fucking got them already. I didn't, and you know what? It's not like it's gonna hurt him if I go ahead and continue just pirating him online. So
I feel like these kind of books are something I feel like you would love though, like a very like nicely presented fucking leather bound physical book.
The first one right now. I'm considering.
Yeah, I mean, I do love books, but books are one of those things that I love reading. Love books, and I have a hardy book collection, but it always goes into the back of like, yeah, well, that's when I have the money to be like, fuck it, why not? Well, there is, especially right now with what's going on in the game collecting scene, I'd rather focus my funds there right now.
That's what I actually really like my book collection because it's only things I really want. So when I look at it, I'm like, oh, that's like a nice collection. For video games, it's just like, oh, that's cheap.
I'm kind of iffy. I have like a lot of random books I know I would like, but some of them I just haven't gotten to.
I look at my collection. I'm like, I have the Art of BioShock Infinite. I got actually, let me fucking look. It's right here. I got random shit. I got Lita Battle Angel. I still have to read. I got the whole graphic novel of that.
Yes.
I got the Mass Effect shit. I got the Nier books. I got the Witcher stuff, Legend of Zelda stuff. I have like a bunch of weird shit. A Resident Evil book, archives book.
What were you saying? What were you saying was the
on the top right there? You see the paint on the red stripe? Just look at the edges. No, you look at it.
I'm trying to.
You don't see the fucking paint on the
but I figured it. I didn't know if that. I mean, yeah, but I would have not really.
Look at it.
Okay, that's fair.
Come on. It's supposed to be fully red. What the fuck is that? They couldn't make it fully red?
Why don't
painting's hard.
That seems intentional though. No, I know it. I see it perfectly. It's fine. It just
doesn't look like that, so I don't know why it's intentional. It's intentional.
Well, it's because it's the same scuffs that it has. It's because it's the same kind of scuffs that it has on the side too, which is kind of the thing that I'm kind of.
Look, it's just paint. Look, right there. You can see it's just paint. How's that scuffs? What fucking helmet scuffs all around here where you paint it? Like, I don't understand that.
Also, like real quick in the chat box says comics and manga are kind of my second hobby behind gaming. Hell yeah, definitely can get behind that. Books is definitely a hobby. It's my third hobby. One that I kind of leave behind and probably should pay more attention to because I do love reading. Also, Kick No 4. What is that? It's the N7 helmet from Mass Effect.
Yeah.
7 Mass Effect. All I'm saying is I know what you're talking about. There's a lot of scuffs on the front and stuff.
Yeah.
But it makes sense as scuffs. This is just like, why isn't the middle more scuffed then? Like, there's nothing wrong with the middle of this except for the edges.
Yeah, it does almost look like the paint is faded, not in like an intentional battle scuff way, but just in genuinely it was a shitty paint job.
Yeah, it just looks like they painted this right here, and they fucked up and got too close and just kind of went around this and said fuck it, which is so stupid. Why wouldn't you just paint this first, and then paint this again?
Sure.
Red.
Doesn't really bother me too much.
But like you could see it, like you
sure, yeah, no, I know you could see it. I just didn't really think of it much.
For $150, I mean, all it is plastic. I mean, come on.
Sure.
Like I know it's not a lot for a helmet, I guess. I mean, there's a lot of really amazing ones that look like masterpieces for $500 or whatever. not for Mass Effect just in general, but like, come on, I'm still spending $150 fucking dollars. Like,
yeah.
And the top of it is like, oh, look at it.
Adbacky says, I don't know about y'all, but I can't read.
Same, bro.
Cheese.
Gore knows that.
Same, bro.
Gore knows that pain.
Yeah, man, that's why I get the color books so I can see them and go, ooh. If I go blind.
Oh, see, look, I waited and Berserk Volume 6 decreased 50 cents.
Well, there you go. Now it's only $276.20 or whatever.
Now it's $289.
But the first volume went up $20.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah, the first volume's not even available right now, so we'll see. And also, if Dark Horse stops printing them, that'd be kind of stupid as hell because it's like y'all are gonna make.
No, Dark Horse does that constantly.
But they're still continuing it right now. So like they're only up. It says volume 9 of 41. They said.
Yeah, but it's not like they're gonna keep eternally printing the first few as they're getting up to like 20 to plus.
Sure, but they're still early on, is what I mean. So like they're still in the first 8, like or 7. The first 7 are out.
I'm curious how much on Comixology.
They just started coming out too, 2019. So.
Comixology. Let's just look at Berserk and see what the whole thing is.
I don't know if I want to get Berserk because I don't want to be depressed.
Yeah, you'll be depressed because of all the fucked up shit that happens, and then depressed because it'll never have an ending.
And then depressed because life is just a fucking meaningless, empty void of sadness.
I mean, that's basically the whole point of the podcast.
Yeah, of the podcast.
I think that too.
Oh, there's like
welcome to our podcast.
There's like no compendium, so each volume is $13 on its own. So if you add all to cart, let's see how much.
Yeah, but the volumes there are different, aren't they? I'm assuming they're not.
Yeah.
Kyle says, "Get Gore to finish Berserk."
Finish? I need to start it. Finish what?
So if I want to buy just them all on fucking on Comixology, it's $500.
Wow. What do you mean all? It's not all out yet.
Berserk Volume 40 is what it goes up to.
Oh, you're talking about those. I was about to say you can't buy fucking. They haven't released the other volumes, but I guess the original volumes. I get you. Did they translate all those to English?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought maybe it was just more popular in Japan. So I don't know.
No, I guess you got pretty far in the English ones.
Oh, okay. So they didn't translate everything.
No, they're still not caught up yet.
Okay.
Granted, also keep in mind that the dude was known for going on year-long breaks where you would have one chapter, maybe if you were lucky, 2 every year for a while. So,
hey, to Song of Ice and Fire fans, prepare yourselves.
Yeah, that's it. The entire time we're talking about that, I was thinking of George
Railroad Martin.
Railroad Martin. Yeah.
Row your boat.
George Row Martin.
That's the podcast.
George, where the fuck is
the jungle?
Where the fuck is Elden Ring podcast? Where is Elden Ring? Are we gonna see that this E3?
No. Everyone's been like preparing, saying expect a lot of disappointment because there's gonna be a lot of games that you thought should be happening that are not gonna be happening right now.
Who the fuck is saying that shit? Fuck them.
I'll get hype all I want.
Jeff Kaplan of the Overwatch team.
I think Jason Schreier and
he's not a part of video games.
A lot of like the leakers have been saying that there's gonna be a lot of games that you would probably be expecting at E3 that are not gonna be E3 specific because of just COVID just set everyone back.
COVID's not real.
All right, well we're demonetized now. We're not making any money off this podcast. That's the podcast.
Don't worry, we don't make any money anyway.
I'm almost at my $100 threshold. It's getting there.
Hell yeah,
getting there.
It took me about 6 years, but we're getting there.
Are we?
6 years. Well, he's getting there.
I'm getting there.
Oh, I'm getting there.
What do I do?
What do I do?
Thanks for watching the podcast. What does David do? Sound off in the comments. If you made it this far, or you're watching on stream, when this gets posted, just type no context. Just type what should David do? Like what do you want him to do in the comments?
Yeah, don't type what.
Ride a bike.
Just say anything you want him to do, and he'll do it in the next podcast. It doesn't matter how fucked up it is.
Fuck a lady until she turns into a demon.
Yeah, I was talking about Alon's corpse and then fuck it, and whatever, he'll do it. And that's a big ocean too, so I don't know how the fuck he's gonna find that.
Oh, you'll find out.
It'll be the one corpse. Oh, well, he'll find out.